Alright, let us load our game, guys. Oh good, it tells me the time. That sounds about right. 1:22 a.m. I could have sworn we played until 2 a.m. Okay, so luckily, and I wish every game in the world had this, we can go into our diary and kind of see what we need to do next. So we listen to Fuller and the Stranger, who, until we find out this guy's name, I'm going to officially call him the G-Man. He seems like he's the G-Man from the Half-Life games, if you've ever played Half-Life. Okay, wait, what's our current task? Everything's like crossed out. I guess that just means we've done it, right? Latest task, okay. Draw Fuller out of the store. As long as Fuller's in the store, then there's just no way I can get to the film without him noticing. I need to lure Fuller out of his store. Okay, so quick recap. We used to work in this photo store. Our boss is named Fuller, and he's a piece of human trash. He gropes girls, he's just a complete jerk, and he just fired us. So there was some film of this girl, I think you remember her name, Blaze. Anyway, was it Victoria? Is that it? John would never VIP me, Blaze. And Angelina? Is that it? Angelique? Yeah, the Brit. That's the one. So he has some photos of her, and we're trying to get those for her. So we're going to risk life and limb in this psychopath's office to try to get these photos. So how are we going to lure him out?
New England Photo Service. I reckon a person has to be pretty damn desperate to have their pictures taken at Fuller's place. But he's the only photographer in town, and there are plenty of tourists here. Presumably he does most of his business with them. I can't explain it any other way, just how he keeps his head above water.
I feel like you should have said those the other way around, John. Oh, the groping girls being dick and fired us. It's just how they appeared in my brain. I wasn't really thinking of weaving a tale for you guys. Okay, maybe we need to do something in the backyard to get him to go out there. And it was chronological. That's true therapy. I mean, yeah, I meant to do that. That's what I was doing. Okay, if we can do something out here, we might get him to come out to the back. And then we can go in the front of the store and get the film. Because the thing said specifically, we need to lure him out of the store. This guy's jeans have an interesting wash. 90s. There's a tow rope here.
A length of tow rope. A bit more...
We're gonna do something with this rope, guys. We're probably gonna cause some destruction.
Ropes are always good.
Oh, we're just gonna take it. This guy steals freaking everything. Doesn't matter if he had a bowl. You think that would serve all of his bowl needs? No, no, no. We also had to grab a dog drinking bowl. Because why not? Strangle him. First we have to lure him out. Pretty sure I had jeans like that once upon a time. Nice. He's almost a pirate. Yar. Okay, so there's this grating down here. I think to get to the basement. Oh crap, did I just start a basement talk again?
A solid iron grill. It's across the light shaft that leads up from the basement.
I was gonna say, maybe we can do something with the tow rope to rip this grating off.
I wouldn't know how that would get me any further right now.
No, okay. We go in the back door.
There's no point sneaking in again. I've got to lure Fuller out of the shop first, so I can take care of Angelina's photos.
Okay, so that makes me think this is the way we're gonna go. So I would imagine maybe we have to lure him out the front. I miss Rosa. She was such a klepto. I am Rosangela Blackwell. Ooh, one of your Australian friends, Tiny, who you met in the US, was called Darren, but we always called him Daz. I'm tempted to do it again. Where does Daz come from Darren? I'm not sure. I wonder if we can see him in there.
That's Fuller's office window. He's not in there.
Okay, he's not in the office. Out this window. Dude, we're like totally stalking this guy. Don't do this at home,
The
kids.
window's barred. The bars seem pretty strong and are bricked into the wall.
Oh, it's an Australian thing. Okay. Jeez. That's almost scarier than the rage. Was that you, Spider? We also had a friend who we call Steve, just because he looked like a Steve. What does a Steve look like? If my name wasn't John...
Rage.
There's Spider. What would I look like? Or what name would you give me? Oops. I did not mean to exit that area. John could be a Robin? Like Batman and Robin? If my name wasn't John. Rage. I would rage.
Man, I would love to smack the old bastard in the teeth.
Maybe we can throw something through the window. I think that would be too easy, though. Just throw a bottle of vinegar right through the window. No. Oh, fire hydrant.
Portraits, group pictures, wedding photography,
Maybe we can do
and
some of that.
landscapes. And all of them totally unimaginative. Just as things should be. Ah, yes. And the picture of Carrie. She really was pretty. But it's kind of spooky somehow, being smiled at by a dead person.
I didn't even think about this. This might cause a distraction.
If this place ever burns down, I'll be the guy holding the match.
Whoa, dude. Okay. So we can't do anything with that. Let's see. If I was to lure a creep like that out, I would start a porn festival somewhere out of town and just send him the invite. He would definitely close up shop, huh?
I've only been here a few days. Exactly the same length of time the traffic lights have been on pause.
Wait, so this thing's always on yellow? That's weird. Is this his car?
I think that's Fuller's car.
Ooh.
I'm not one of those people who knows about such things and goes into fits of ecstasy when they see a classic. Who knows? Is that thing a classic anyway?
So maybe we have to do something to his car?
I don't know exactly how old Fuller is, but him and the car must have been made around the same time.
It doesn't seem like we can do anything to it. I still think laxative is going to be the key to this, but I'm not sure how we can do that. When we first got laxative, I thought, oh, we're going to give that to Fuller.
Fuller lives with his mother over the store.
Why am I not surprised?
I haven't met the old hag yet, but going from her son and that filthy mutt that she seems to love more than anything, I don't think I'm missing too much.
Guybrush Threepwood. Spider, I don't even know my real name. I'm missing my name tag. At least it's not a baby this time, funny thing. It could be worse. Therapy, pour the laxative in the dog bowl and leave it outside. He'll come crawling out and just like lap it up. And then when he's in the bathroom, success. What is back here? I mean, we could be missing an item. That's totally possible.
Quality time.
This stream is nothing but quality time.
The window is open, presumably to let in some fresh air. Or maybe it just doesn't close properly. Who knows?
Oh, I remember you were saying, Tiny, how it takes a long time for the laxatives to really take effect. However, in video games, they don't usually follow that logic. It's usually instantaneous. Almost like coffee. Okay, what about bread? Can we, like, somehow get the laxative in the bread and get him to eat that? Probably not. Let's see, we're not missing anything, but we don't have to be in the vicinity of the house to lure him out. I think. Oh, so there might be something I can do elsewhere. Oh, maybe we can call him. There's an idea. What if we went home and we called him using like a different name or something, like a voice, you know, and be like, hey, you need to come to such and such place. I'm trying to remember Where are places? Oh, got some work to do, so I will be lurking. Thank you so much, Spider. And Tiny. Double lurk. Have we been in the police
That's
station?
the entrance to the
I think
police
so.
station. I never feel too good in the face of the state authorities.
Okay, we don't need to go in the police station. Yeah, are you doing this work together, Tiny and Spider? Okay, I can't think of why we would need to go to the diner right now. Unless we were going to get some food for him and then bring it back. Oh, let's use the payphone.
A coin-op telephone. It says out of order.
Dang it. Never mind. It's broken. Yeah, Robocadia has started to talk, saying weird things we don't normally hear from him. Robocadia is definitely going deviant. It looks like he just took some laxatives.
I don't want to stop her from doing her job. Right now.
Okay, can we just go visit Mom if we want? I don't see a way of getting around here.
Perhaps there are medical records or bills in the cupboard. Forms, transfers. Making people well again is just an aside.
I guess we can't just go visit Mom anytime we want. Oh, I forgot I can press spacebar. And it'll show me everything I can click on. Ah, we've looked at everything. Okay, I think we're done here. Okay, I think we need to go home. Oh, did you look in the upper right corner? Back in the hospital? Let me check. Come on, get your laxative walk in there. Oh, there's a security camera. I don't think I did look at this.
When the Temple of Liberty has been established, will the people know how to decorate it? We're decorating our country of liberty with cameras.
Donna, why are you streaming so randomly? Donna, I don't know what to tell you. This has been my schedule for the last year. Is that random? No, I always stream Tuesdays and Thursdays in my time in the evening, and then Saturdays early in the day. Blaze is a bully. Tiny, Blaze is trying to use power, which he does not possess. Which unfortunately just tells me that when the time comes, and we blow up, and we have a lot of trolls, and we need to create a mod, Blaze is showing me that he might abuse this power. Just saying. Let's see. Maybe we can use the phone. I think we might be able to call him and lure him out. Although he would lock the door, we could sneak in through the back, right? Blaze certainly does love power.
Huh. I could try to lure Fuller out of the store with a phone call.
There we
But
go.
I've got no idea how. And he'd recognize my voice, too. Perhaps I can find someone who'll do it for me.
Oh, so I have the right idea. I just need the right method. Who would do it for me? Oh, wait, maybe the, that woman that works at, the mail place, right? The post office? Spider, I may have to ban this troll known as Anti-Sniper Blaze. Sometimes we get regulars come in and say something like, oh no, I missed the notification. And I'm like, it's 3 days a week. It's easy to memorize. I mean, not so. I'm the same way. Honestly, a lot of times regulars here are kind of like, oh crap, I totally forgot. And they've been here every Thursday for like the last 4 months, you know? That's just life. And I meant to ask you guys, so like, it's sometimes against common practice to spam everybody on Discord. But I always see our Discord as kind of like the most close-knit way for us to all kind of like stay communicating together. So I always blast everyone with an everyone tag, just so everyone gets a notification, assuming you haven't turned it on. Hey, username, how's it going? Welcome. I always blast everybody with a notification when we're going live. Some people think of that as spam, but I try to use it very sparingly, only if there's like, hey, I need you guys' input on something, or hey, we're going live. You know, that's pretty much it. I try to use it very sparingly. How's your Sabbath day so far, username? Hope you're having a good weekend. Definitely not spam. Okay, good. I could imagine that some people, like if you're part of a Discord very casually, I'm probably muted already. But if you're part of the Discord because you want to be sure you're part of all the streams and part of the community, you would probably keep it on, you know? Oh, whoops. I forgot the mouse wheel to control the inventory. Spamming random emojis. No audio. You don't have audio right now? It looks like it's working. Or do you just mean that you can't hear it because of your situation? I guess you can't hear me at all. What's the sign language to... I don't know. Okay, good. She's not talking to a customer. So maybe we can get her to call the office.
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
Let's see if she can call Mr. Fuller. Oh, Libertalia, you like that. I'm still staying off of social media, but I do check the posts that are tagged everyone. Okay, yeah, I pretty much only do that with live or something important I really want everyone to chime in on. Oh, we've been talking to you and responding to things you've said, John. Oh, that I use it fine? You think it's fine? I saw that stuff. I did miss this one, Blaze, though. Could we acknowledge that John just implied he would consider me for mod? I was saying that when it's time to consider someone for mod, you have shown that you might abuse the power. That's what I was saying. There is audio. Okay, good. All right, so let's try Fuller. See what this says. We also have 2 packages. Packet of photo paper and package for Darren. Let's try this
Does
first.
Fuller often get packages delivered here?
Yeah, a few times a month.
Why doesn't he have the packages delivered to his store?
He does, but when he's not there, the mailman delivers them here and then Fuller picks them up for himself.
Do you know what was inside the package that I picked up a little while back?
How should I?
Huh.
Well, that's kind of cool, though. Amazon would just like leave it on the doorstep, ready to be stolen by anybody. Oh, the post office woman, she's always so sweet, Donna. No, she's not. But you wouldn't care if you never considered me. Oh no, I always want to consider everybody for things like that, Blaze. But I have to use historical facts and trends to make a good decision. That's all I'm saying. Ooh, you might learn by reading the lips. We just have to have the opportunity to troll John once. You guys have the opportunity to troll me every single stream. Let's be honest here. I think we're just going to go through everything. I'm hoping that she's the one that can call him, though. Let's ask about Mrs. Biba. That's the diner owner, isn't it?
You know the Bibas?
From the diner? Sure I do.
What can you tell me about them?
I don't gossip, but her marriage ain't exactly the best.
Really?
Yeah, she's apparently very nice. A little jaded and stressed out. Can't ever forget her work. But him? He's an asshole. Been boozing for 2 or 3 years and is a bit free with his fists.
Why doesn't she leave him
Dang.
Huh. No idea. She's real dependent on him. The diner belongs to the both of them. And besides, where would she go? Nobody would take her.
Oh, username. Enough to still pop by and wish everyone a good time. Username, sorry you're not having audio. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Hopefully it's not a problem on your end, or I'm not sure if you just can't do it. This is such a lovely gift shop. Such a lovely employee. Right now she's being pretty cool, but she's usually not very nice. Especially when she's talking to your friend. I know they can't hear you. I don't know what the issue is with the audio, though. Like, I've had some people come in here and they're like, hey, I can't hear you right now. What they mean was they're like out shopping or something and they have to have it muted. So they could hear me. They just choose not to because it's situational, you know? Users is busy getting drunk with colleagues. See, that's what I was thinking, Therapy. Maybe it's not a technical issue. Maybe it's more of a can't listen right now kind of thing. Which, that sounds like a good time. Bye, username. Have a good time. Enjoy the drinks. Enjoy hanging out with your coworkers.
The other package for Fuller, there must be photo paper in it.
Could well be.
Well, can I have it?
Sure. Note, please.
The
Oh, we don't have the
collection
note.
note? Yes, I don't have one.
Then you'll have to ask your boss for it. Nothing goes out of here without a collection note. You got me?
Did she just say you have to ask for it? That's true, Relentless. Either way, username's not hearing me. What do you guys think of subtitles on the stream? I think I've asked this once before, but we might have some different folks in here that could answer. I'm kind of on the fence. Part of me is like, okay, that's cool if you do have to have it muted for whatever reason. The bad side is subtitles are always wrong. You know, whenever I've seen those automated subtitles, I don't think the technology is there to get it right where it's not distracting. A lot of times it's mostly just funny. She did say axed. Okay. Well, it's funny though, Therapy, if we strangle the boss, we don't even need the collection paper anymore. Now we can get the film that we want. Package for Darren.
Couldn't you just go and look once more to see whether or not there's a package that's arrived for Darren Michaels? It has to be there.
I am Darren Michaels. Oh wait, she's distracted when I do that, and I get to control. Should I steal something right now?
Nope. Nothing there.
I feel like I'm supposed to do something right then. But I didn't see anything here to grab or interact with. I guess I could steal a souvenir? I don't know. Oh, we need the paper to develop the film. That makes sense. Yeah, I think the subs are good for those that are hard of hearing. Our frustration with them not lining up doesn't matter. That's true. I always turn on subtitles on the game. I just think subtitles for me would be so wrong to the point that it might be more distracting than enhancing. But yeah, the hard of hearing makes sense, especially poor Nate. I know Nate has some struggles with that. Let's see.
Hey, Rosie.
What do you want?
Let's just go through the rest of them. Dr. Newhouse, or as we like to call, Dr. Newdad.
What can you tell me about Dr. Newhouse?
The Newhouses? Well, they came here a few years back. He was a big cheese in Boston. Miss Newhouse has brought a good bit of style to this little town. I know her. My girlfriend Betty is her best friend.
Really? She gossips as much, too?
We don't gossip, okay? You really want to know all this stuff?
We love everybody here at John Katie. Well, no, I take that back. If you're racist, if you're sexist, if you're just a bigot at all, we don't want you here. Otherwise, we love everybody at John Cadia. Or if you're a business major. I love business majors. If there's any business majors that are getting picked on, let me know. Predictable joke, Tiny. Customer. Are we just going to ask about this woman right here?
Is that a girlfriend of yours?
Yeah, one of my best ones.
Does she sit about in this store the whole day?
Excuse me? I wouldn't know what that would have to do with you.
I just mean, has she got a job or not?
She doesn't need one. Actually, her husband has plenty of dough. And even if he didn't, then she could easily earn good money working as a photo model.
As a photo model, huh?
Ah,
That could maybe help me out some.
there we go.
Oh, really?
Nothing. It's okay.
I feel bad, because we basically have to sacrifice her and send her over to our boss, where she'll probably get groped, but it will distract him.
Along with all the tourist stuff and the mail, you're the local travel agent too, aren't you? Have you got anything about a place called Willow Creek in England?
Course we do. Take a look back there on the flyers.
And one of the best girlfriends. It's kind of funny. Certain people, whenever you say the word girlfriend, you think, oh, it's like a relationship, you know? But then a lot of people use girlfriend as just like, it's my friend who's a female. Like, I wouldn't normally say like, oh, that's my girlfriend or boyfriend, just because of the way I talk. I'm married. But some people use that and it just means friendship, you know?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we need to talk to her and try to send her over to the photo shop. She could beat him up. That would be awesome, wouldn't it, Therapy? Let's see. I love straight women calling their friends girlfriends. And by love, I mean I get disappointed. Because it's not real, huh, Tiny? At least not the way you're thinking of it. Do men use boyfriend about friends? Yeah, I've never heard that, Therapy. I'm sure some people do, but I've never heard that. Girlfriend seems a lot more common. John and Spider are my favorite boyfriends. Technically, Spider is, let's say, guy friend. That makes more sense. At least, to me, that's what I would more accurately say, I guess, is it's my guy friend. Oh, that's an interesting thought. Language is dominated by masculine tone, even though women are the ones who influence language the most. All right, let's talk to the girlfriend.
The bimbo reads fashion magazines.
Whoa.
Why is she doing that here?
Just go straight to bimbo, huh, Darren?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, it's you, the hoodlum from this morning.
Yeah, well, I was
Wow.
in a rush. An important job to do.
No reason to be impolite.
Of course not.
I think we should go kick her car again.
I've noticed you're really into those fashion magazines. Are you a model?
Me? No.
You're joking. You must have at least thought about becoming a photo model.
Wow.
Actually, I have been approached.
Oh, well, that goes without saying. You see, I work for a magazine from down south. Ladies in Chrome.
I've never heard of it.
Ladies in Chrome.
It's the high society magazine in the South. The magazine for the top 10,000. I'm working on a piece about life and style in the far north.
Really? How exciting.
Maybe you have some recent photos. I'd love to show our readers what fine taste people up here in the north have. This is your stylish convertible, right?
It is! And I'd be happy to be at your disposal for your story. But I don't have any photos.
We know a photographer.
That shouldn't be any problem.
How about the wonderful, wholesome, totally not gonna grope you, Mr. Fuller?
There's an excellent photographer in town, isn't there?
Fuller? You can't be serious. That savage would never be able to like me properly.
Aw.
Oh, so you don't know
What don't I know?
who Fuller really is? He's an internationally renowned star photographer from New Zealand. He's been living here incognito for a few years. He's working on his life's work. He's documenting normal folks' lives here in America. Of course, he's got to stay unrecognized to do that.
That's... No, I can't believe that.
I swear, in a few years, when he's finished his work, it'll be the photographic sensation of the decade.
It's a smooth lie.
I can't believe it. Show me some of his pictures, then we'll see.
Well, all right then. But don't run away.
No way.
So what do we have to do?
My God, what
Talking
a
to
lame
us?
story. But vanity has always been the biggest weakness for those kind of folks. If I can show her a few reasonable photos, then perhaps she'll lure Fuller out of the shop for me.
Okay, so we have to get photos to show her. Uh-oh. Did someone trigger Blaze again? I gotta say, I mean, there's certain things that trigger you, Blaze, but I think my favorite, because it's like doesn't make a lot of sense to me, is hot drinks. I've never seen somebody so upset with hot beverages before. Marmite. That was funny. Okay, so we need to get some good pictures for her. We have no pictures on us. We have this postcard.
My SLR camera, fitted with a flash too. I never leave home without it.
So if we look at our diary right now, didn't update this. Oh, so there's not only just the tasks, but there's also like just a diary that he keeps. Which is not related to what we're doing right now. 69 Tiny. You might be our oldest viewer yet. Nice. The developers sure like diaries. I actually really appreciate it, Therapy, because I like to be able to just keep track of what happened in between I play games, you know? When you take like a few days off and you try to come back to it, sometimes you're trying to remember all the details. Okay, so now do we have to get pictures from Fuller's office? It feels like a chicken before the egg problem. Like we need to use her to lure Fuller out of the office, but we need to get pictures from Fuller to show her to lure him out of the office. You know what I mean? Maybe there's something in the trash. Did we scare that poor woman off the bench? I saw her get up when we walked out there.
There's no point sneaking in again. I've got to lure Fuller out of the shop first.
Okay, so there's nothing new there. What pictures do we need? She couldn't stand the look of our jeans. I say, am I supposed to take a picture of something? Let me go talk to her. Maybe I'm confused about what I actually have to do. Let's see, when I tell people my height, they're always betrayed by my username. Well, how tall are you, Tiny? Hey, welcome back, monkey.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
That's fine.
Dang, we're not getting any more information out of this woman. Okay. Oh, 5'8". That's kind of like average in America. Not super tiny, per se. But that's probably like average. Maybe a little bit above average, actually. I think Andy is 5'6". I think she's 5'6". So thoughts on this game versus the original. So, I mean, by far this game is way prettier than the original, but there's a big gap of time. The graphics are a lot better. I think the voice acting is generally better as well. And it's kind of neat having a more modern... I like that it's a different setting. Like if it was still in the same place, I think it might have been just more of the same. I like that it's a completely different environment. You're also 5'8". Have I told you guys how tall I am? I don't remember. Oh, I think we need to convince her that he published the fancy magazines. Oh, see, Therapy, I thought that he said he needed to show her photos. So we need to convince her that he published them. Okay, what do we have here?
Dear Rebecca, I have received your
That's not
letter,
it.
and I really don't understand all that. Perhaps my father wasn't killed in the accident? Maybe he walked out on us. But my father was called John.
Weird.
Not C. Or could it be hush money?
We already read this.
But my mother tangled up in some kind of dark plot? With the best will in the world, I can't imagine that.
Yeah, you're right, Tiny. 6'1". I did tell you guys. Okay. Okay, how are we going to convince her
I'm
that
not
he published?
interested in these forms for residents. I've got a few things going on which, like this town, could be a little more interesting. But I don't hold out much hope for success for them.
Oh, poor monkey. You don't fit in your bed. You're too tall. That would be uncomfortable. Bye, monkey. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you again, dude. Let's see. If there wasn't... I wasn't there if you told me at some point. You just seem like a 6'1" kind of guy. You could just tell even when you don't see my legs. Which, honestly, 6'1" is very tall for a streamer because, as you know, streamers don't have legs. Exactly, Blaze. Okay, let's look at everything in here. Travel guide. Would something like this help? What the hell? The game just straight up crashed. Note to self. Don't click on the travel guide. Alright, the game just taught me a very, very important lesson, guys. Save often. Is there a quick save button? Nate! What's going on? Hey, Nate, we're just getting started. We haven't even started playing this game yet. I'm just kidding. Although, we haven't accomplished a whole lot. So at least there's... What the hell did I just click on? Oh, I think I clicked on credits. Unfortunately, this game does not seem to have any kind of quick saving. Alright, so we have to go back and talk to that woman. That's basically all that we did. Just in time for a fail. I did not save. I wonder if there's... can I look at the controls in this game? I wonder if there's a button to quick save. It doesn't seem like I can look at any kind of controls, unfortunately. So the quickest way to save is going to take me no less than, like, 5 actions. Oh no, your stream is freezing? You should have quality options.
Rosie. Hard at
What do
work?
you want?
So I'm just going to blast through all this dialogue again. We already clicked on all these.
You know the Bible.
From the
What can you
I
tell?
don't got
Really?
yeah, but
Why
him.
doesn't she? Why
He
doesn't?
does.
Do you know?
How should
It's kind of funny to hear him talk like that.
Could well be sure. Then you'll have to. Could well be sure. Then you'll have to.
Couldn't you just? She's gone to look for my pack.
Oh, see, right now, I can take a blank note while she's looking away. There we go. Okay, I got something.
The lovely Rosie hasn't
nothing there.
noticed, and I'm now the proud owner of a blank collection note.
Ooh, now we can forge this collection note. Never mind, I'm glad that the stream froze because I was able to do something new.
Hey, Rosie.
What do you want?
What can
The
you tell?
Miss
Really?
You really want to know?
Is that a go?
Yeah.
I'm just
It's-
blasting through all the
she didn't
dialogue that we
as
had
a-
before.
really?
Along
Of
with all
course
the-
we do.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Quality options for quality time. Yeah, hopefully you can drop it down if you need to, Nate. Maybe if the... Is anybody else having problems? It could be on my end, but you might have to try dropping down the quality if it's freezing. Okay, let's save again before it freezes again. So we already talked to her. We found out that she wants to do modeling, but she doesn't trust
Excuse.
that Fuller is actually like a really good photographer,
Oh,
so
it's
we need to
you,
convince her.
the hood-
It just crashed again, guys. So it wasn't just that one item. I thought maybe it was just that item that caused the freeze. No. Actually, my thing says it's still running. Wait a second. It didn't crash. I think I just clicked out of the screen. Gen Loop, how's it going? Never mind. False alarm. That was actually my end. That was actually my end. Wait, did it actually crash the first time? I think it did crash the first time. Sorry. It looked like it crashed. What happened was, the way my stream is set up, if I click outside the game, everything seems to close down.
I've
Me?
noticed your joke
Actually,
problem. You
I've
see,
never
it's the
really.
that
is.
shouldn't be. There's
Fuller? What?
He's working.
Basically what's
I
happening right
swear.
now is we're
No
trying to
way.
convince her to take photographs with Fuller so we can lure him out of the building.
My God, what a lame story. If I can show.
Okay, now I actually want to try clicking this travel guide.
Now I wonder, there might be a mention of this Willow Creek place in these travel guides. Really? Willow Creek pops up in the index.
There we go.
Page 42, section Horror, Hauntings, and History. Let's see.
Now I'm really curious. Did it actually crash before, or was that just me? We are speed running Black Mirror too. When you spam through dialogue, it kind of sounds like The Sims. Darren is totally a who decide what is going wrong, the game or you. It was probably me. It's usually me. We are starting to save now. Actually, I should save right after this. Willow Creek, on the trail of a killer. Ooh, exciting. Hey, that looks familiar. This is from the first game. Fans of the macabre will certainly get their money's worth in Willow Creek. Wait, if I click on this, will he read it for me?
There it is. Only a small box. Willow Creek on the trail of the killer. Willow Creek on the trail of a killer. Fans of the macabre will certainly get their money's worth in Willow Creek.
There we
For
go.
in this sleepy little English town is where you can wander in the footsteps of Samuel Gordon, the Worcestershire Ripper. The scion of one of England's oldest families, the Gordon's castle lies close to the town, but is unfortunately not open for guided tours, murdered 5 people in 1981. Among these was Victor Valley, who was just 12 years old. The Willow Creek Museum awaits the horror-friendly visitor with a permanent display relating to the murders, as well as guided tours from April through to October.
It's sad, but I thought the same
Charming
thing,
little
Blaze.
town. And from this horror resort is where my mom gets her
Quality
movie
time.
payments. Wonderful.
Nice. It's funny, as I read that, I thought the same thing. It's like, that's how I probably would have pronounced that.
I don't want to read that again. The Worcestershire, whatever, Shire Ripper.
Yeah, it's me.
5 dead. Guided tours through the pools of blood.
It's totally me.
Ugh. Not interested.
Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 laughs all at the same time. I think it's the first time it's ever happened. That was perfect. Sauce. That's what I think, Spider. I use Worcestershire sauce all the time. Worcestershire. Ooh, of all the characters to be like, do you want to be Darren? Fat, phobic, and selfish. Yes, let's save it, just in case. Ooh, that's a little bit quicker than going through the main menu. I almost clicked load. That would have been embarrassing. Shire sauce. Worcestershire. Worcestershire? John strikes me as a ranchman. Like I would own an entire ranch. I think it might have to be a TLAB. I've heard the word said many times, but I think everybody just says it totally wrong. It has been. It already has been. Oh, it was earlier in the season. Okay, now I have to go back and play that again. I don't remember it.
Excuse me, ma'am.
So now that we read that article, do we need
Yes?
to talk to her again?
That's fine.
No. See, I was thinking that travel guide might be something that we need to convince her. We're going to have to do a revisit. Worcestershire, the sequel. Oh, wait. That was one of those terrible ones, wasn't it? Like, it doesn't sound anything like it's spelled. I'm starting to remember that now. There's nothing more embarrassing than you actively clicking end stream. That sucked. That sucked. I was just doing too many polls. I was clicking end poll all the time. Oh, there might be magazines with photos in some other public spaces. The hospital. Oh, I want to scare away this lady again. Boo! Acid wash jeans. Alright. I'm satisfied. We can leave now. Yettabore. Save John. I haven't done anything since the last save. I saved after we looked at that magazine. I have to save like every scene. Yeah, I wish this game had a quick save function like F5. Actually, could you guys do a quick Google to see if Black Mirror 2 has a quick save option? I can't, like, there's no controls that I can see here, but there still might be. Usually it's like F5 or something, you know? Do it after every scene transition. I mean, that would make what will become a 20-hour game into like a 30-hour game. Oh, I have a good one for John. Skog Skykrogaden. Skog Skykrogaden. 100%. First time. Got it. Nailed it.
Oh well. I'll take the fashion magazine here.
There we go.
Oh, and the auto magazine.
But you haven't read my message about the saves before. Oh wait, did I miss something about saves? I saw you said it never crashed for you. It might have been me just clicking out of the game and I thought it crashed, to be honest. Libertalia, I can't believe it's Alt F4. No, it's not. No, it's not. Although, what you don't know, Blaze, is I've actively changed a macro on my computer. When I do Alt F4, it tabs to OBS and it types /ban anti-sniper Blaze. So I don't think you want me to do that right now. Just have him pronounce Worcestershire. Okay, so now we got the magazine.
2 magazines. Well thumbed through and a few months old. Hardly any text, plenty of pictures. Just the way those sucker celeb mag readers like it.
Hardly any text. I mean, that's why I read Playboys. For the articles, not the pictures. If you delete System 32, it'll stop crashing. That fixes everything. Okay, I'm starting to get an idea of how to navigate this town now. Ooh, to be fair, I lived on the T-Bana for Skog Skykrogaden, and it took me a few months to understand what the hell they were saying. That's true. It'll stop everything. Is that the girl? Or is that somebody else? I was gonna say, that looks like the girl that we were trying to get the photos to, isn't it? Must be somebody else. I can't even click on him. There is no quick save. Dang it. Thank you for checking, Therapy. That is one cool thing about if we have to emulate any games in the future is you can quick save because it does a save state wherever you want. We're going to save again. There we go. Oh, you had written that before. Sorry, I missed that.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
You'll do Alt F4 for 100 tokens. Then you just have to open it up. Oh, Therapy. Sorry, you're about to tell me what you wrote before. If you ever by chance lose a lot of progress of this game, you can actually download a list of save files for many spots in the game and just load somebody else's save. That's good to know in case we break the game beyond repair. If we did something terrible, that's good that we can do that. Okay, let's give her the magazine and see if that works.
Look, I've got a few of Fuller's earlier works.
Really? Show me! Which pictures are by him?
All of them.
Oh, that one there. Oh, and there too. Oh, and here's another one. Exactly. Yeah, that one here.
How gullible
They're
is she?
really wonderful.
It was all just for the money. In reality, he's an artist, you see. But the project here in Biddeford is his real passion. Living incognito amongst us common folks, working on his masterpiece.
Common folks?
Can you imagine what an effort it must have been for such a cultivated and refined man like Fuller to play a primitive, stinking, sweaty asshole?
That's true art.
Yeah.
You should call him. He could photograph you in your car up on the cliff top.
Now?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've got to hurry, my lady. I've got a deadline to meet in Dallas, you see.
My lady.
Oh, of course. I'll call from my car phone and arrange a photo shoot.
Oh,
Car phone.
excellent. But don't let him realize that you know his true identity. Who knows what that do to his artistic spirit.
I understand. Thank you so much.
I feel so bad for
Oh,
her.
no problem. Shall we meet here again this evening?
Agreed.
If she's alive. Have you guys ever seen like 90s car phones? They're huge.
Unbelievable.
Alright. I feel bad for her, but it's a means to an end. To make an omelet, guys, you gotta crack some eggs. Oh, he's leaving right now. See? Alright, let's sneak in the back.
And there he goes. Now I ought to have a few hours to get Angelina's film and develop some pictures in the darkroom.
Oh, you had, Dingo! What's going on, dude? I'm glad you can make it. We just sent off a poor girl to her death. I feel a little bit bad. Yeah, Fuller's gonna crack some eggs, alright. Yeah, you've only seen it in movies, Therapy, but Libertalia used to have a car phone. That's cool. Or your parents probably did. Alright, let's save it. How about that? No, no! I almost loaded. That was almost bad. Do you wish to... Alright, yes. There we go. Whew. Almost loaded again.
Nothing in the whole damn world would make me want to open this door. You've just got to have a look around here to get the impression of what it looks like in there.
How long is your hair right now, Tiny?
The
John
fatso lives
Sabia.
on coffee and burritos. That ought to make for an early death.
Hey, I had this burrito for dinner last night. It was fantastic. It had shrimp and scallops and all kinds of good stuff in there. It was awesome. Nothing wrong with burritos. There's a safe here.
It might be that Fuller put the film of Angelina's pictures in the safe before he drove off to his shoot.
He does like calling him fat. That's why Tiny was saying he's always fat shaming. But I mean, Fuller's overweight, but it's not like he's like this, like just giant human. You know, he's a bit overweight. Let's see. I thought burritos can only be with meat. Well, I mean, technically shrimp and scallops are meat, right? Vegetarian wouldn't eat them. But no, they make burritos with steak. You can get them with chicken. I guess you can have a veggie burrito. It shouldn't be used as an insult. That's very true. And he likes to say it all the time.
The safe is locked. Of course. Even Fuller worked out what a safe is for.
That's probably where the film is, right? Oh, you had 2 really big margaritas, Dingo. Immediately regretted that decision, and an enchilada last night. Did you get sick again, Dingo? I saw you on Discord. It's like very on brand if you had to, you know, binge it. Purge
Should
it.
I go through Fuller's garbage? Well, that would mean going through the whole house. I don't think so.
His sass. Sometimes I like his sass, and sometimes it's a little bit too overboard. Hey, we're looking at the map. My world tour, Arizona, Hawaii, and then he like spilled or erased it, and then put Europe. That's weird.
What have we got here? The US, Hawaii, something illegible, and Europe. Fuller smeared half of it with his filthy paws.
That's perfect, funny thing. Sometimes he's sass, sometimes he's an ass.
A greasy map of the world. My world tour is written next to it. A few places are marked. The USA around Utah, Arizona. Then over to Hawaii. Afterwards comes North Africa,
Wow.
possibly Egypt, then China, and then Europe. Looks like somewhere in Germany.
I hope he doesn't visit us in Sweden. Look at this, very classy. Looks like he took like a piece of gum and just stuck it up there. Okay, do we need anything else here?
A greasy map of the USA.
No, we already looked at that.
What have we got here? The US?
Yeah, I think we're done there. Europe. Okay, I think we're done in this room. We need to find a code for the safe. Of course he would write it down somewhere. Okay. So many things to look at, guys.
That's a light box for looking at slides and negatives.
Do you take offense if people from America come to Europe, Tiny? That's what I heard.
On my first day, my friendly boss made it very clear to me that he kept an exact account of the amount of money in the till. A little hint that I shouldn't consider ripping them off.
Dang it. Can't steal money.
No wonder Fuller needs some distraction. You don't even get 5 customers a day in here.
That's true, Relentless. Saying you're going to Europe. That could be a lot of different places.
These photo mounts are made of a kind of pressed card. You can stick photos into them to make them easier to hang. The drawback is that they can get easily dusty.
We probably have to go to the
Picture
basement.
frames could do with being a little more professionally presented. But to be honest, they don't really deserve it.
Oh, I get it, Tiny. You hate it when they say they're just coming to Europe in general because it's not specific enough. And I guess we could say the same thing about somebody just saying, "Hey, you're coming to America." It's like, okay, like, which state? Where?
Perhaps the store used to do better before, and he had some savings. Or maybe he bought the new lights on credit. The store couldn't have paid for them, that's for sure.
There's the basement. I like the slightly ominous music it's playing. We've looked at most of this before. Oh, we need to get into a secret room, don't we? Can we
The
move
screen is
the
fixed
backdrop?
firmly to the wall. It's glued to a wooden pole at the bottom that's held to the wall with 2 clips. Fuller's secret doors behind it.
Yeah, we need to get into a secret room. Fix the light. Was it flashing? So I think one of these ropes probably removes it. Oh no, I want to get rid of them all. No, they keep coming down. Beach. I guess I have to figure out what each one is. Castle. That looks like, that honestly looks a lot like the castle from Gabriel Knight 2. Great Wall of China. Nice. And the Grand Canyon. Or Monument Valley. Okay, so we've pulled them all down. How do you get them all up? If you pull them a second time, somehow it comes down again. That doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna have to roll up first. I believe that's, ooh, near Schwanstein in Germany.
This place in the floor has definitely got something to do with Fuller's secret door. But right now I've got more important things to do than snoop around after Fuller.
No, we need to snoop around to get in the safe. You literally have nothing more
I'm
important
not
to
gonna
do.
touch that thing again if I don't have to. I don't want to push my luck.
Oh, maybe they're glued together and go in a circle. There's an idea, Therapy. That's how they don't have to go back up. That'd be a very complex system, wouldn't it be? Let's just
I'll leave it here
light
in
'em on
case the
fire.
power drops out again. And that could only be a matter of time looking at the fuse box.
I only remember Germany, Relentless, but I couldn't remember like the exact places. I'm sure it said, but I don't remember exactly where. They all take place in different areas. Like the first one mostly takes place in New Orleans, which I want to play that game for you guys sometime. I don't know if I want to do the original or the remake.
The postcards all show scenes from New England. They're the regular cards you see everywhere around here.
Ooh, here's the dark room. I totally missed this curtain right here.
Okay, I can develop Angelina's film here.
There we go.
And then make some prints. Let's see, what do I need to develop the film? The film with Angelina's pictures on it, and developer fluid. There ought to be some fixer around here, and the developing drum is there on the table.
Oh, wait. I think we're gonna have to go back and get that paper from the post office, right? Which we luckily got this blank collection note.
A blank collection note for a package. If I fill it out, I could pick up a package from the tourist shop.
I've never actually developed film on my own, Therapy. The closest thing I've done developing film is using a Polaroid and watch it develop itself, but never like in a dark room or anything. I think that'd be really neat. It's set in Bavaria. Oh, cool. Oh, it is the same castle. I kind of thought so, Relentless. It definitely looked like almost the same exact photo. Okay, so he says he can fill it out.
A blank collection note.
Do I need to find a pen or something to fill it out? Oh, Nate, I will be lurking a little. It's my mom's birthday today, so I'm helping her out with stuff. That's awesome, Nate. Tell her that we all wish her a very happy birthday. That's awesome.
An old, rather battered locker. Water and all sorts of other liquids have
Ew.
splashed on its door and left their mark.
I don't think I want to know what other liquids splashed on the door. What kind of film is he developing here?
That's a photo enlarger. You put the developed film in the top and then lay a sheet of photo paper on the table below. The picture is projected onto the sheet and so exposes the paper at the same time.
I am learning about this. Cool. Fuller's into some weird stuff. Oh, you got to do that in elementary school, Tiny. That's awesome. Let's see, you were in a gifted kids program and they wanted us not to be bored, so we went to the local high school and developed black and white film. That sounds really cool.
Basically, it's just a powerful lamp with a lens in front of it. A bit like a slide projector, or something similar.
So we need to find the actual film roll first. Oh, here's the fixer.
A small bottle of photographic fixer. There's not a lot left in there, but it ought to do for one more use, I think.
Georgie. Oh, we got it. Georgie's in the room right now. Let's see if he wants to jump on my lap. Want to come up here, buddy? Come on. Come on. Oh, Joe, good boy. Hi, Georgie. Want to say hi to everybody? What were you doing? What were you doing? You want to sing for everybody, or you just want to hang out? Or do you just want to hang out, huh? See if we can get a better picture of him for you guys. Actually, he just wants to relax on my lap right now. Wants to cuddle, huh? If I can get this working. There we go. Extreme close up. Hi, buddy. There's a better angle. He's just gonna chill with us. He's not gonna sing. Song will come. Just want to relax, Georgie. Let's see how long he stays here. Okay, we got a water dish here.
Dish for the water bath. After the picture becomes visible in the developer bath, the development process is stopped in the water bath.
Yeah, it's amazing. He just wants to chill. So I'm actually going to learn how to develop film, aren't I?
The undeveloped film is placed in this container. Then the developer fluid is added, and after a short while, the film is developed.
We haven't actually found the film yet.
A flat dish about A3 size. If you're making photo prints in it, you have to have diluted developer in it.
So the only thing we've actually picked up is the fixer.
There's still some fixer left in the bottle. You use it to halt the development of photographic film.
Why would you want to halt the development?
A completely normal waste bin. I'll make a note of that in case I want to throw anything away.
Field trip? Let's all meet up in Neuschwanstein. Sure, that's not how you say it, but you know. What is this? This almost looks like where he would do his dishes, just full of like some weird pink liquid. Okay, what am I missing here? We've looked at all those. I think that's it. Oh wait, here's distilled water. We missed that. It's almost correct. Go
A
Germany.
bottle of distilled water. I'll take that with me.
Oh, you can overdo the development, so you need to stop it at the right time. I know that. That's cool.
That's a photo enlarger.
Oh, we looked at that before. Okay, can we start using some of these things in the water dish or developer dish? So we need distilled water in the water dish, right?
First of all, light off.
Oh, and the paper. That's right. I think we need to get out of here and try to get that paper.
As long as I don't want to develop any pictures, that doesn't make sense.
Okay, so first we have to find the picture. Oh, Georgie's ready to go. I think he heard something and just had to jump off. That might have been one of the first times he didn't growl at all the entire time. Yeah, see ya, Georgie. So we need to go developer, stop, fix, and water develop prints. So first we have to actually find the prints. And go get the paper.
That's just the tripod. Of course, Fuller took his camera with him to the photo shoot with that bimbo. I just hope he left the film here. If he did, it might be in the safe in his office.
I mean, we figured it was in the safe. Wait, I don't want to go to the basement. Where's the other room? Back room, there we go. But where in the heck are we going to find his safe code? Let's check this out again. I don't even know what kind of safe it is. Is it just a number?
The safe is locked. Of course.
See, it doesn't even give me a chance to try to put in a code. So we must have to try to find a clue. Yeah, a safe next to the microwave. Yeah, the place for the safe code is sort of uncharacteristic for Fuller. In the microwave?
Fuller ate a microwave.
In the fridge.
No.
Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, there's a pen. Maybe we can use the pen to fill out that sheet. Request for the package.
A used up, chewed up ballpoint pen.
Ew. Yoink. Okay, so let's try combining the pen.
He definitely
with the
doesn't
form.
need it anymore. And if he does, well, even better.
Okay, so let's try combining this with the blank collection note.
Good.
There we go, so we can go get that. Yeah, he's like, ew, that's gross. Yoink.
I filled it out. One package for Fuller at his address. I hope that does it.
Nice. And I don't think we need to use the telephone, but I just want to see what he has to say.
Fuller's old-fashioned telephone.
By old-fashioned, he means rotary. Probably. Oh, could this have something to do with the safe code?
A cheapo, old-time cuckoo clock. A testament to Fuller's fine taste for stylish interior decoration.
Let's see, that's just a landline. Well, there was phones like that. We can't see the front of that phone, but there were phones in that form factor that were also rotary. Hard to say without seeing the front.
I think Fuller took his mother on a world tour a few years back. Might be a kind of souvenir.
Oh, there's a hexagonal hole right here.
Hey, there's a small opening. I could easily fit my finger in there.
Do it.
Let's see. It seems to be a mechanism to wind it up.
Oh.
Behind it is a little button. Let's see. It seems to...
He won't actually jam his finger in there. Gross, Darren. Let's see, you can see it on the desk. You mean the landline? Well, I mean, rotary phones still used a regular landline for the phone. It was just the mechanism for actually dialing the numbers versus the touch tone, you know? I'd love this feature to get all of the different things we can click on. Boots.
Those are Fuller's dirty shoes for outside. In here, he wears other dirty shoes.
This makes it so much easier not to miss things. Oh wait, we should try the pen in there. I don't know that it would work, but let's try. Even though we filled out the form, we do still have the pen. So let's just jam it in there.
If Fuller had bought one of those trendy angular pens with 4 different colors in it, it might actually work.
Do you guys remember those? Did you ever have one of those pens that had multiple colors you could switch to? I had one, and I thought it was neat, but it was really obnoxious. It was like usually way too big, not very comfortable to hold, and then eventually mine always broke. You had one with 8 colors. I think I had one like that too, funny thing. It was either like 6 or 8. And you still have one on your desk. Nice, Tiny. I think at my desk at work I have black and red. That's pretty much it. Maybe blue. But they're all separate pens. Okay. I don't see anything else. Unless he hit it on the world map. I didn't notice anything that I would think would be a combo. Just the world tour information and then all of the push pins. Yeah, there's nothing else to interact with here. So what does Darren say when you click on the safe? I think he always just said something along the lines of, so he knows how to use a safe, or he's using a safe properly or something.
The safe is locked. Of course. Even Fuller worked out what a safe is for.
So he just tells us that it's locked. He doesn't tell us what kind of lock. I'm assuming it's like a, you know, a typical like rotational safe that you have to twist the little knob with the numbers. It could be, oh, I didn't even notice that the subtitles didn't match. He doesn't say you need a code, that's true, but he also doesn't say you need a key either. Like, there's so many different kinds of safe locks. Okay, let's see what else is in here we missed. We looked at the tripod, we looked at the light box, the cash till, TV set. Move over here. It's voice activated, Blaze. Open sesame. Okay, we looked at everything in here. Let's try the basement again. Have you tried turning it off and turning it on again? I love that IT crowd show. Do we have any items you think you could use to open a safe? Wait. This is like classic safe breaking technique, but what about our stethoscope? I think safe crackers used to put a stethoscope up to a safe, and as they were turning it, they could hear the lock mechanisms click. I kind of doubt this is the solution, but it'd be kind of cool.
Alright, let's see.
Oh!
But I need to get a move on. Fuller's had a clock built into it, so there's a time limit.
Wait, is this going to be like a puzzle I have to play? It is. Okay, how does this work? Okay, so 10 was the first time it clicked. Oh, 9. Let's try going the other direction. I don't think I know how to do this. Oh, you have to go the other way, okay. It just keeps doing this. Okay. This isn't going to work. Okay, that means turn backwards. Now turn the other way. How do we open it? I got 3 clicks. I don't see a way to open it. Okay, I'm probably not doing it right. 1. Oh, we need 5 clicks. Crap.
That was the 5th number, but nothing's happening. The combination must be wrong.
Let's try that again.
From the beginning again. The first number...
Let's see, when you were a kid and the first time you used a colored pen on a school to copy your lesson, my teacher got and was screaming that you did something very wrong. What the heck, Donna? Who cares what color it is? Sly Cooper 5.
The safe is locked. Of course.
Oops, I have to use that stethoscope again. There we go. Oh, so we are doing it right. That's good to know, therapy.
Alright. Let's see.
And now I only use pink pen.
Fuller's had a clock built into it, so there's a time.
I could see pink being a problem just because it might be hard to read on white paper. Not enough contrast, you know? Okay, let's try this again. Okay, 90 is the first one. 50. 70. 20. Oh, I lost control. I think we got it.
Hey, that sounds good.
Nice.
Yes, there you go. Aha, a film cartridge. Those will be the photos of Angelina.
That was kind of clever. I like that. I mean, originally...
Apart from that, there's just a few papers, a folder, and, whoa, a pistol.
Ooh.
I'd better leave everything where it is. As soon as I've developed the pictures and made copies, I'll pay Angelina a visit in the hotel. I could really do with a bit of a distraction. Alright, now I've got everything I need to develop the films. Let's go.
Oh, Tiny, you're going to sleep? Thank you very much for hanging out. Always good to see you. Get some good sleep. Hopefully you were able to relax your anxiety with some good sleep. Oh, you can quickly scroll through objects with the mouse wheel. We already knew that. So I was going to say, I thought that puzzle was kind of neat. As soon as I saw a safe, I thought, we need to find a combo. But that was kind of clever to use the stethoscope.
The undeveloped film with Angelina's pictures on it. I've got to develop it and then make prints from the nags. Then I can take the pictures to Angelina in the hotel.
The negs? Alright, so now we need to book it to the post office to get the package with the paper. And then I think we have everything we need. We have water, we have the fixer, we have the film, and we have the paper, right? Is there anything else we need? Darren, he just needs some simplicity. We did fill out the paper, yeah. Once we found that chewed up pen. Darren's gonna crash a few eggs. Ew. Hope that girl is okay. Still kind of feel bad about that. Oh, good call. Good call. The girl is back. Oh, the one I keep trying to scare away. Luckily, the blonde isn't back. If the blonde was here, I think we were screwed as far as timing goes. So let's take the completed collection note and drop it on Rosie. This should get us the package.
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
I wanted to pick up Fuller's package with the photo paper.
No, please.
There we go.
I can't accept that.
Why not?
It's not signed.
Fuller has to sign the note?
Stupid. The mailman, of course. Fuller should ask him tomorrow morning. He probably just forgot when he was posting the note through Fuller's door.
Oh, so now we have to get...
It's not possible for me to wait till tomorrow. I wanted to pick up
No,
Fuller.
please.
Damn, okay, that was some dip. So we have to get the
can't
mailman
Why
to
not?
sign it?
Fuller has to-
Stupid.
Can we just sign for
It's
him?
not possible for me to wait.
We're
Thanks.
already
Yeah.
faking the rest of the form. Why not fake the signature? Yeah, I'll sign it right now. Has to be the mailman. We'll just become the local mailman. So what does he say when I look at this now?
Rosie won't accept the note without the mailman's signature on it.
Obviously. Let's try to talk to this lady that we keep scaring away. She just walked away from me farther. I can't even talk to her. Oh, we can't go behind. She got away. Alright, so can we walk around town and maybe find the mailman? The mailman might know who we are, so maybe they'll sign it anyway. They assume that we might still work there. We only got fired today. Embrace the inner Fuller. By chasing her down the alley. Yeah, don't do that at home, kids. Okay, so there's the mailbox right there, but it looks like a police officer or something right there. I'm assuming that we might find a mailman somewhere, but maybe not. Check the diner. Mailmen have to eat, don't they? Have we already looked at the trash can? I'm not sure. Trust your instincts. Mailmen never eat.
How
Come on.
nice. That's stinking garbage, and I have no particular interest in it.
Garbage. Alright, let's check inside here. That's basic first grade Wow, it's a guard. I thought that was a mailman for a second.
A guy in a uniform. Seems to be a security guard. Someone who guards over other people's money for money. The pinnacle of our society.
That's a funny way of thinking about it. He guards money for money. Alright, let's see if we can sign this note again.
I've got absolutely no idea what the mailman's signature looks like.
Ah.
Rosie in the tourist shop will know it for sure. There'll be a dozen or so collection notes passing through her hands every day. All of them with his signature on them.
So we need to find an old collection note. Maybe there'll be one in the trash. I'm used to the accent now. It was so funny the first stream how much you guys were going off on the accent. It just kept changing, right? Okay, so I don't think we're gonna find anything in here. Let's get out of here. Where's the exit? There we go. And we're gonna try to find an old collection note. There's a couple places we could. We might want to check our trash at home, maybe. And if not there, we'll check the trash at his place. I think you're doing pretty good on the story so far, Blaze. At least you got the gist. I think there was a trash can in the bedroom. Yeah, it didn't help either when there was 3 people talking at the same time. That was kind of frustrating, a funny thing. When we were in that office and everybody was speaking over each other, it was kind of hard to hear anything, huh? Okay, I don't see anything in here that we can interact with. We are Darren Michaels. We don't like Fuller. That's basically the plot. And the G-Man from Half-Life is wandering around being creepy. We don't know what he's doing. Okay, there's nothing in the bathroom we can look at. I guess we could check, I guess, the cupboard and the purse. There could be a collection note somewhere there. Nothing here. Oops. Let's check the handbag again.
There's nothing else of interest in there.
Nope.
And I can earn my own money.
Okay, so it's probably going to be at his office. I can't tell if this music is relaxing or creepy. Why not both? A little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. And actually, when we get back in the house, I want to say, oh, I can double click to teleport. That's amazing. Okay. There we go. We got another save. The bender of reality. I just gotta be careful. I don't want to accidentally skip anything, you know? Would there be something in the cash till? Some people put different notes
I'm not
in those
interested
too.
in the cash.
Nope. Where are we gonna find that? Paper basket. Maybe we can look through it now.
Completely normal waste bin. I'll make a note of that in case I want to throw anything away.
No, I want you to look through the paper
A
basket.
completely normal waste bin.
Dang it. Okay. So we don't need to look through that trash. Oh, and we can use the map. I kind of forgot there was a map. How do I access the map? It's like in our inventory, right? This is super handy. How do I get out of here? There we go. I guess we'll check the basement. Okay, close dummy, tap, basement window, floorboards. We need an example of the mailman's signature. Does he have a reason to go back here now?
This place in the floor has definitely got something to do.
No. Okay, I don't think it's going to be here at all. We saw an example of the mailman's writing last stream. Now you got me thinking, Therapy. What do we have in our inventory? We have this letter.
Dear Rebecca, I have received your letter and am pleased that you're well.
This was at our
Of course,
mom's
I will
house?
furthermore send you the full amount. Your suggestion is well intended. I really don't understand all that. Perhaps my father wasn't killed in the accident?
We just don't know.
Maybe he walked out on us. But my father was called John.
We don't know how the
not
mom was getting that money.
C. Or could it be hush money? But my mother tangled up in some kind of dark plot? With the best will in the world, I can't imagine that.
We saw an... Oh, maybe there's an example in that post office. Let's use our teleportation to speedrun there. Although I guess I could have used the map too. Let's take a look at the forms.
I'm not interested in these forms for residents.
Nope. I was gonna say, what about when she's distracted? But all we could do is grab blank collection notices then. I mean, we did have a collection notice at the very beginning of the game, didn't we? But we gave it to her. Can we ask her if we have a package to distract her again?
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
No, all we can do is ask for the photo paper, so I guess there's no reason to distract her anymore.
Forget it. It's okay.
John, you have a son? What am I... Yeah, where did you get that? Oh, because Darren's dad is called John. I gotcha. Yeah, I don't think any of these would have a signature sample.
Those are banners and flags. Some very stylish.
Maybe something at the
some
hospital?
Completely not. I reckon the big ones must be for yachts.
Yeah, it's not the post office. I was gonna say maybe at the hospital. There was a mailbox thing in the town square. I was gonna say maybe we can do something there. Hey, we've never been in this shop right here, have we?
An unbelievable mess of old guns and swords, uniforms, ships, bells,
Did you hear that?
radios.
I think Andy
As
just
long as
got
it's old,
it.
it's sold here.
I didn't even realize Andy took off. We have never
come
been in
on.
this shop.
Come on in. Take a look around. Buy something.
Thanks.
Let me mute this for a second, guys.
Ah, a young man. You a soldier? Bit slow on the uptake. Have you served?
Sir! No, sir!
Ah, so you want to put me on, do you? Find something for yourself and then beat it.
There are 3 bottles on the shelf. I guess it's hard liquor.
Bourbon.
I guess those are Eddie's badges from his time in the army.
You got that right, boy.
A cupboard full of lots of different things. Books, a record player, boxes, measuring instruments.
You want to buy something?
I'll have a look around first. pair of wire cutters for cutting cable. I'd like to buy-
$2. What? You don't want to negotiate? You got too much dough, right? You got it coming out of your ears. Never worked a hard day in your life, and you got no idea on the value of $1, I bet.
$2 is $2. In your time, it might have been a meal out and a movie for two. For me, it's half a burger.
Be happy that you can just buy a burger like that. There ain't many beef farmers left. All that imported stuff from the third world has screwed up the prices.
And pretty soon you won't be seeing a single lonesome cowboy herding steers across the prairie and singing those old trail songs around the campfire. Oh.
Yeah. Typical youth humor.
I missed all the sass. Okay, so we bought some wire cutters. I totally thought that I unmuted it so I could say thank you to Duke of Ankh. You've probably already unfollowed Duke, but if you're still there, hello, welcome. Sorry, I had muted it because of the dogs, and I thought that I unmuted it. You guys are like professionals at keeping me in the dark. Thank you so much, Dona. I appreciate it. Dang it, it's over. All right, so we got some wire cutters. I don't know why we need wire cutters currently, but we have wire cutters.
Perhaps Eddie picked it up somewhere in the Second World War.
Man, the sass. It was fun while it lasted. It sucks when now people that are, yeah, you need a recap of everything I was saying. I was saying, I think I did this while I was muted. I didn't even know Andy was gone. Yeah, you guys don't deserve a recap. I didn't know Andy was gone. I think the dogs are barking and continuing to bark because I think a neighbor was probably making some noise and they thought Andy was back. One of these days, John will mute himself for an hour and a half and it'll be like detention all over again. Except that wasn't me muted, it was the game that was muted, but close. Oh, I muted myself when the Duke followed. Oh, see, so I had it switched. I thought that I was muted when he followed, so I tried to unmute myself. Every time, guys, every time.
Yep, it's famous. I've seen this picture hundreds of times before.
Is there anything else we need to buy?
Shelves of useless junk.
If you're just gonna bitch, then get lost.
Come on, Darren, inside voice. Just think things. You don't have to say everything out loud. Maybe we can actually buy some booze.
I don't want to get drunk.
Oh. Strange pipe.
They look like bazookas. Hopefully they're just replicas.
I hope not.
Hey, we need a bazooka for Fuller. Honestly.
I prefer my Star Wars figures. Is Lucas ever gonna make the fourth part?
You don't want that fourth one. Trust me, Darren, trust me. What is the longest weird technical issue you guys have kept me going? Like, I don't think we've gone more than like 10 or 15 minutes, right? Still, even that is like way too long.
The junk shop owner. He appears to be blind. Maybe he's just putting it on. That would fit with the cliche.
Duke, you didn't unfollow? You thought it was funny. Thank you. We are all about
Tell me,
failures here.
why haven't you served in
Not
the
on
military?
purpose.
Over there in Iraq, they could use whoever they can get.
In Iraq, the war finished 2 years ago.
Well, you don't say. Read my lips. President Bush is going to bring that Saddam to justice.
We're getting into politics in this
Sure.
game.
You know that Bush is no longer the president, right?
Well, he'll still bring him to justice. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh yeah, this time it's Clinton that's in office. Oh, Soma had a 30-minute one. The game audio was muted. For 30 minutes? Oh my gosh, I feel terrible. I don't remember that one. Detention was like, I think it was like nearly an hour, yeah. Okay, we can ask him about some things. So let's ask him about our good friend, the wholesome Mr. Fuller.
Do you know Fulla?
That idiot next door?
Yeah.
Sure I do. You can never choose your neighbors, can you?
You don't seem to like him.
That guy hasn't done one damn decent thing in his life. Lazy bastard just sits around in his store, has his mommy wipe his ass for him, and lets the place fall apart down around his ears. Heed my words. He represents everything that's wrong with this country.
You got that right. From World War II, everything's just been downhill, yeah? Pity we haven't got any decent wars still going on. They've even ditched the draft.
Go ahead. You just make fun of it all, boy. A good licking or a couple of tours in Vietnam, that wouldn't be such a...
What do you mean, such a?
Nothing. The guy's a pig. There's something not right about him. He's hiding something, I'm telling you.
I want to say he probably has bodies in his secret room. So Jesse was screeching because Mom just got home, and Andy brought some food. Well, see, I don't know this game, but I like point-and-click games, so I stopped by. Well, welcome, Duke. I'm glad you did. Always good to have some new folks around. Fresh faces. Not that I don't appreciate all the regulars. Of course I love you guys. Okay, so Andy just came home, and she brought some food. So you know what that means. It is time for me to take a break, and for you guys to earn some tokens in stream avatars. So let me go ahead and save this. We know you only like the newcomers, John. You guys are old hats. You're has-beens. I'm just kidding. I love all you guys. All right, let's do another save. Now, can I just minimize the game? I think we can do that and launch the stream animals without closing the game. Let me try to do that. Wow, I have 3 games in Steam running right now. I have Black Mirror 2, Stream Animals, and Stream Avatars all going on. This is getting crazy. Okay, this should pop up in just a second for you guys. Let me minimize that, bring it back up. So which mode do you guys want to try? Do you want to do... Toby, how's it going? When are you going to play Apex, brother? Probably never. Probably never. We don't do a lot of repetitive, like ongoing first-person shooters on this stream. I guess I can't say never. I would not usually choose to play one of those games, but doesn't mean that somebody in the chat can't force me to play it with our token system. All right, guys. So do you guys want to play the classic mode, the battle mode, or the dash mode? Wait till I get you drunk. That would definitely cause one of those games to be played. Blaze says battle. Relentless is good with anything. Anybody else? Toby Smash sounded like Fuller. Oh god, that's not a comparison you want to make. Ooh, Therapy wants to try the battle. Okay, let's try the battle mode. We actually haven't done that one in quite a while. Oh, and it's like on a lava level too. Okay, so now if you haven't played this battle mode before, basically what you have to do is you move around like before, but in between turns you get to use a special attack. So if you want to join along with this game, everybody can join for free. You just get to type an animal of whatever creature you want to be, or you can just join and it's completely random. And then really just follow the on-screen choices, although let me resize this again before I forget. There we go. Now you guys should be able to see. So yeah, you just choose one of those animals right there. Spider Monkey, welcome back, dude. And then what I'm going to do is go on auto, because I'm going to go have some lunch with Andy real quick. Okay, so I think you guys are good to go. I will be back in just a few minutes, guys. Kick some butt. I'll be watching on my phone and earn some tokens. See you in a bit. There we go. I'm already dead. I'm already dead. What's up, everybody? So I need a little bit of a break to grab some lunch. Andy brought home In-N-Out. Typical California food. But with Toby coming in here talking about getting drunk, I had to have a Prohibition Ale, which is left over from our 1920s party. Very cool time-themed beer. Very tasty. All right, so we still have Spider, a funny thing, Libertalia, and Blaze in there. Rum is better. Rum is very delicious, Spider. Rum will get you there quicker. That's true. I heard it was left from the 1920s. It's the beer. This beer is actually from the 1920s. Ooh, shall I bring you a drink? I think we have plenty of rum here, Spider. Although, we do need to do a stream together. And we can be drinking all kinds of rum. That could be a lot of fun. You know, I'm dead right now, but when I was on auto, how does the auto do with the attacks? Does it do anything? I guess the attacks just happen automatically, right? Just say when. Yeah, we'll have to probably do it on either a Friday or Saturday night. Probably not tonight. We'll have to do that soon. Rumcadia is my favorite streamer. I guess you guys have never really seen me with a good buzz. I don't know. I might have gotten a buzz one time on stream with Andy. We were drinking wine. That's probably the most buzzed I've been on stream. But definitely nothing above like a 5 or 6. Spider Monkey has seen me way above a 5 or 6. So are you guys starting to understand this? This game is a lot more complicated than the other two. I'm still kind of trying to figure it out too. Libertalia, not really. People die. In that one game that I was on, I saw Nate did that attack where he like exploded, like got real big, and killed like almost everybody. You liking this mode, Therapy? I gotta pay more attention so I can get an idea of how it really works. I believe each round you're randomly assigned a different attack. And then you can choose what direction you want to use it, right? Let's see, it has a lot more strategy than the classic. Oh, nice. Spider, no need to understand. Auto works for me. Just watch the carnage. You did last pretty long with auto on. You're dead now, but... Hey, username, welcome back. Are you done drinking with the coworkers? What's going on? Can you hear us now? I was trying to chat with you earlier and you had me on mute. How could you? I also feel like this mode seems to last a little bit longer because you're safe in the center. But like anything in this game, a lot of it just depends on what randomly happens. Dang! A funny thing just brutally murdered Libertalia. And then Blaze just farted in a funny thing's face and took the win. Right at the end there. So wait, how many games did you win, Blaze? Let me check the leaderboard. Let me cancel that. Can I look at the leaderboard for battle? Yeah, so Blaze has 2 wins and Therapy has 1. If we go to all-time wins, though, Dingo has 1, and Therapy and Blaze are tied with 2. That's kind of cool. There's different leaderboards for every single game. Nice. All right. Let us get back into there. I wasn't fast enough. 1, 2 out of 3. That's really good, Blaze, especially with all the randomness that this game has. All right. Let's see if this automatically recovers. I don't have any audio. Wait, no, I can hear walking. I just don't hear... Oh, you just went outside real quick. Still busy. Let me try leaving the game and coming back. I also have to fix the size here. There we go. There's the music. That was weird. The game came back, but there was no music, just footsteps. Imagine being so stinky, someone commits suicide to avoid you. Have you never been to a convention, Nate? Just kidding. That's funny when you say, I wasn't fast enough, Libertalia. That reminds me of one of those games of the murder trivia party that we do with Jackbox, how it tells you how different players died. One of them is probably like, wasn't fast enough. Oh, I'll see you in a little bit, Blaze. Okay, so where do we leave off, everybody? We were chatting with him. We were going on about what the president and what Bush was going to do and the Iraq war and all that kind of stuff. And then we bought a wire cutter. And then I think I might have missed what else is going on. Someone was giving out travel deodorants, so it was better than most. That's so sad, Nate, that people actually have to go and forcibly make people not stink. Come on, people.
Come on, what then?
That's right. I think we were just in the middle of asking him things. We asked him about the neighbor, which is Fuller, human garbage, and he didn't like him either, so that's good. Let's ask him about himself.
And who are you? Is this your shop?
No! I just busted in here and you've surprised me, just as I was about to clear the place out.
Oh, how amusing. How
Clever.
long you been waiting to roll that one out?
Your generation lacks respect for its elders. I fought for you to live here. I spilt my blood for you.
And I'll pay your pension. So we're quits, Mr.
Ooh.
Edward D. Warren. Ed for short. Or Eddie to my friends.
Hello, Eddie. I'm Darren.
We're not his friend.
Nice shop you got here.
In my time, it wasn't customary to speak to older folks using their first name.
But we're living in my time now, aren't we, Ed?
I think you should find whatever it is you're after, and then scram.
Just like I thought. Play the good citizen, but still chase after every dollar, like the devil chases souls.
Wow, he has to be so sassy, doesn't he? It is totally A SAS competition therapy. Funny thing, I could not bring myself to actively tell another person that they are stinky. I've done it before, a funny thing, but only if it's like just the two of us. If I'm just hanging out with a friend and he has a problem, I'll straight up tell him, because I would want someone to tell me, "Oh, Libertalia, you're going to sleep, gonna call it a night. Thank you so much for hanging out, Libertalia. Get some good sleep." We're probably going for about another hour or so. So, yeah, hopefully you can catch up on that later, and we will see you next time. A dream of white butterflies. Wait, white butterflies. Was that from the game you were playing, Therapy? I seem to remember... What am I thinking of? Was that from Until Dawn? Had a blast as usual. Have fun, guys, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. You too, Libertalia. Get some good sleep. It was from Until Dawn. Okay, I thought so. Been a long time since I played that game, but I liked it a lot.
Come on, what then?
Let's ask him about Biddeford.
So, what's life like here in Biddeford?
Well, you're not from around here?
No, I go to college in Boston.
Oh, so you're an intellectual then? Some sort of desk guy, an egghead who just talks clever all day?
No, I'm...
Then you're the artistic type. Some depressive junkie? You're fixing your problems with a self-help group,
Wow.
right?
No, I'm studying physics.
Well, we sure need that stuff. So what brings you here?
I'm visiting my
changed
mother
his
over
tone.
the semester vacation. She's been living here a few months now. Rebecca Michaels?
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Rebecca.
Oh, man.
Come on. So white butterflies mean good fortune. Have you guys ever seen white butterflies? I guess we could ask about the hospital.
My mother's in the hospital here.
And?
Do you think she'll be in good hands there?
Well, is she sick? She won't be in bad hands if she's in a hospital.
No, I meant, are the doctors here any good?
Well, how should I know? You think just 'cause I'm old I run off to the doctor and complain every day?
Yeah.
I haven't been to see no quack in years. I'm as fit as a fiddle.
Yeah. People were made of better, stronger stuff in the past, right?
Yeah. Get to my age and then we'll talk about it.
I feel like they have this weird synergy where they understand each other. They're both like crockety and like sassy in their own ways, you know? Different parts of life, but they're really similar in a lot of ways. Blaze, I see one before every basketball game. And he could be our dad. Or more like grandfather, I think. Wait, do we know how old Darren is? If he's studying, you'd think he'd be between like 18 and 22? I like this guy. Relentless. I don't. I guess we can ask about our mom. Would he know our mom?
You know my mother by any chance?
Nope. I don't get out much.
No, Blaze.
What you doing here? Fresh sea air and all that?
You could say that, yeah. A quiet place to retire.
Okay, I think that was it. Oh, there's a projector up here.
Looks like a slide projector from here.
Correct.
Okay, there's something right behind him. A radio.
An old radio. Looks like a piece of pro equipment. Are you a radio hobbyist?
Radio hobbyist? You mean one of those idiots who thinks it's neato mosquito when they have another idiot on the air who only lives 2 blocks away? I was a wireless operator with the Hells Devils, 8th
Damn.
Infantry Regiment of the 4th U.S. Infantry Division. I was there in North Africa, and in Sicily,
23, okay.
then in Normandy on Utah Beach. I was wounded on the Rhine. That was my eyes. And I got a Purple Heart for it all.
And so, are you still a radio guy or not?
I'm keeping the tradition alive. I talk to old buddies real regular. Can reach him anywhere.
That's kind of cool.
I'd say I'm kind of an expert. Keep my things in good working order. Always prepared.
Ah, Okay. Good to know.
Nito Mosquito. I like that too. Ah, I see you're streaming retro this time. I think by the end of the last stream, Blaze, we changed it over to retro. I think. Alright, so I think that's everything in here. We didn't get what I was hoping we would find, which is some kind of, what do you call it? Like a shipping label that would have the mailman's signature. So we're still looking for that. We could check the hospital. We looked at the diner, I think. Because there's a mailbox right there, but I guess there wouldn't be any signatures there, necessarily. Oh, your friend's dad has a radio hobby. They connect on some special frequency and talk to each other with other dudes. He has all sorts of old school equipment. That's kind of a neat hobby. Have you guys ever seen that movie Frequency? Where it has somebody with a radio hobby, but they're able to talk to people, or talk to one person that's dead, actually, through the radio. It's kind of crazy. What nerds communicating over technology for fun. We never do that. We're too cool for that. You haven't seen it? I remember liking the movie Therapy. It's,
How nice.
I think, like from the mid-90s or something. Okay, so we can't look at the trash can.
Most of the year, an open-top car is a bad idea around here. With that kind of weather, Biddeford should make the raincoat a national uniform.
We hardly get any rain where I'm at. Convertibles make a lot of sense in California. So we might be able to ask people about the mailman. Maybe that'll help out. Or really, we just need a letter so we
Sorry,
can see the signature.
Mrs. Biber?
One moment.
Do you have any old delivery notices we can look at? Ooh, speaking of nerds, did we figure out the complete explanation for the point counter yet? Everybody says it's bits. Everybody says it's bits. Give it some time. Let me know what you think it is in a week. Earlier today, you had a good idea where to look for this signature. The trash? I remember thinking it would be in the trash. Ask about Fuller's store. I checked all the trash cans I could think of, and I didn't find any. Hey, Dingo, back from Lurkin. Had to weed the garden. I hate pulling weeds. We have a snake that lives in our garden. His name is Bill. Normally he is friendly, but today he was grumpy. He tried to bite me. What, you just pull weeds in an area where there's like a live wild snake? A lot of people wouldn't be that brave, Dingo. That's pretty cool. I mean, I know it's bits, but allegedly there's more to it. Like I was saying, you guys need more time to really figure it out. It's just Bill, John. I mean, come on.
I no longer work for Fuller.
Bill is our friend.
I don't know what's going on between you and Fuller, but I've got nothing to do with it. Mind if I ask you a few things?
If it's not gonna take too long.
Oh, we can ask about the mailman.
Has the mailman been here?
Yep. Puck was here taking his lunch break, but that's already some while back.
Where could he be now? I really need to speak to him.
Ooh.
I'm guessing he's probably in the health center.
Oh, he's at the hospital. I was gonna say if he's eaten here, if he used a credit card, he would have wrote a signature. It'd be cool to see his receipt. Yeah, Puck. That's an interesting name. He's a very friendly snake, but I think he just shed, making him grumpy. So it's not a pet dingo. It's just like a wild snake in your yard.
What can you tell me about Bedford?
I grew up here. I guess I always wanted to move away from here.
But, well, that never happened.
Well, I met my husband when I was 17. And we opened the diner.
Oh, the abusive
It was
husband?
a wonderful time.
Ah, yes.
I couldn't have known then that he was so... that he...
Aw.
I... I have to get back to work. You want anything else?
You need to leave that guy. Okay, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see any receipts here. Did we try talking to the guard before?
I don't want to speak to him.
I guess we can't. He is wild. That's really cool. That is a traditional Canadian last name. Don't joke about my culture, man. He's a small snake. If he did bite me, it wouldn't leave too much damage. Is it a poisonous snake, or are they not poisonous? The one that you have. And what kind of snake is it? Okay, so she said that he's probably at the health center. Wait, was he the person in the waiting room? Is this the mailman? I don't think so. Where the heck's the mailman?
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for
missed
you?
that voice. Mr. Michaels? So was there anything particularly Canadian about the bar? Just like maple leaves and like hockey sticks around? That's funny, Relentless. Don't talk about my face. It offends me.
Have you seen the mailman by any chance?
Yes, he was here earlier. He brought your mother some get well cards.
Ooh.
Ah, okay. Thanks. See ya.
Goodbye, Mr. Michaels.
Can I see the get well cards? Or the delivery receipt of the get well cards?
Perhaps there are medical records or bills in the cupboard. Forms, transfers. Making people well again is just an aside.
Our poor mom, Blaze. Our poor mom. The mailman, the doctor, Dr. Daddy. That's funny, Therapy. Well, there's Canadian flags. Maybe they serve Canadian beer? Okay, unfortunately, there's nothing else to do with the mailman in here. Was this just like a dead-end plot?
That's the entrance to the...
We can't go to the police station. See, now I'm curious about what I had said earlier, Therapy, that was on track. Was it the trash idea? There's a few other things we can look at in here, but I don't think we're going to find anything.
True, I've never been much of a cook, but it seems...
Okay, so we've looked at that before. Why did you leave the hospital? So I talked to the woman, and she said that he was there. Oh, it is in the hospital. What the heck? Yeah, I asked her, and the receptionist just said that he delivered letters, but that was it. Just get well cards. There was no, like, follow-up. And I tried looking around here, and there's nothing else to interact with. It just said he dropped off some letters.
I don't want to stop her from doing it.
And now we can't talk to her again. I did not realize that I could just walk this direction. I didn't know the camera would pan if I kept going left. How much stuff have I missed because I have not searched the rest of this hospital? Come on, John. I really thought this was the end. Like right here. I thought this was the whole scene. No, I could just keep on going. Just keep on going. Look at all this. Look at all this stuff. Soda machine. What is in the soda machine?
A soda machine chucks out various kinds of sugared water.
Sugar water. Okay, we can go to the mortuary. Don't have to go there yet, thankfully.
There seems to be dozens of cameras in this building. Perhaps they should film the screens, just to make sure everything's being filmed.
We need another camera looking at the screens.
A gray door with a frosted glass window. The sign over there says pathology.
Pathology, like pathologic. So we can go visit Mom anytime we want?
The news of my mother's accident seems to have spread quickly. A couple of people have already sent flowers. I guess I should have packed a case like that for my mother, too. The monitor shows my mother's vital signs. Pulse, breathing, etc. No idea if the values are positive.
That's hilarious. Dr. Daddy is here. Hey, Dr. Dad, got some questions.
Excuse me, Dr. Newhouse.
Hello, yes?
Sorry, Dr. New Dad.
What can you tell me about Mrs. Biba? And do you know her husband?
Oh, now a person shouldn't speak ill of others, but her husband, he's a very unpleasant fellow. He was a big deal in the football team at high school, and Mrs. Biba married him young. Yes, I think she imagined her life turning out some other way.
Like how?
Now, she works hard in the diner. She probably does the work of about 3 people, but I don't think it makes a great deal of money. And her husband, well, let's leave it at that. They certainly don't have a lot of money, just a lot of work. And no love.
Uh-huh.
It seems like this game might be a little bit more fleshed out than the original. At least from my recollection. Not all the characters, but a lot of the side characters in Black Mirror 1, they didn't really have a whole lot of depth. You know, you have like your groundskeeper, who just likes to start fires and is weird. You got the guy that just chops wood all day and basically lives in the stables of the horses, but you never really got a lot of background with them. With this, these side characters, we're kind of learning about their life, any other relationships they have, just kind of like more fleshed out, you know? Yeah, the first game, Gothic Horror and Epic Cult Tale. This game, Man Whores in Maine. There's the subtitle, Man Whores in Maine. Well, what does Dr. Daddy think of Mr. Fuller?
Do you know Fuller?
From the photo store? Yes, a little.
I'm sorry.
I've not had much to do with him. He doesn't get involved in the community. He never comes to the spring flea market or to church.
Yeah, right. Who would have thought it?
I know that your mother got you a job at Fuller's. I advised her against it, but she said you were interested in photography?
That's right. Only my job there doesn't have much to do with photography.
What do you mean? Henry was the most three-dimensional character I've ever seen. I gotta say, the only character besides like the main few characters, probably the butler. We got a little bit of info on the butler. He kind of told us a little bit about what he does there, you know? And all the stuff he's experienced. And that little kid was the best character ever in fiction. Don't at me.
So, a crazy good time guy like yourself can surely tell me where all the action is here in Biddeford.
Dear me, no. You got me wrong there. I could perhaps give you a few tips on which are the most interesting evening courses at the community center.
No thanks. I'll pass on that one.
I thought you might. Hey, we do put on a disco for young folks every 2 weeks. I suspect you've rather grown out of all that too.
Ooh, a disco.
I don't think I was ever that age. Discos, bars, parties. I was never into that sort of thing.
Your mother mentioned that. You were rather more of a loner, yes?
I've no idea where she got that from.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't intend to.
So, to sum up then, in Biddeford, you're best off being over 50 or dead. Might just suit me.
What? Being over 50?
Yeah, exactly.
That just means he likes it slow and quiet. Oh, we might reach the end of the chapter of this stream. How many chapters are there in this game? Is it also 5 chapters? I hesitate to ask Dr. Daddy about our mom, but we have to.
How is she?
No change. But but she's a strong woman.
That's what everyone says. After the accident, she had to bring me up on her own.
Yes, I heard about that. What kind of accident was it?
We don't
A
really
car
know.
crash.
Oh, that. It's like the new
It was in
accident.
England. We were driving on this tree-lined road. The car got into a skid and we smashed into one of the trees. Dad didn't survive, and Mom's had to wear that support thing ever since. I came away without a scratch.
Do you remember anything about the accident?
What? No. I was only a few years old.
That happened to me,
No
kind of.
memory of it. I've lived here in the States for as long as I can remember.
It's just that when I examined your mother, I thought her back and neck injuries seemed rather unusual for a collision-type accident. They looked more like injuries from a fall from a considerable height, causing her to have suffered compressed vertebrae.
And what do you mean by that?
All.
Nothing at all. If your mother said she was in a car accident, then that must have been the case.
Or she's been lying.
Darren, I certainly didn't mean that.
Thank you, Doctor. Well, that's it for now, I guess.
If you've got any more things you want to ask, just come and find me.
He really compressed your vertebrae. Dang, Blaze. Maybe compressed vertebrae from falling out of a tower? A lot of people fell out of that tower. Well, two that I know
So
of.
many greetings and get well wishes. I think she's very active in the community, and she's probably got a lot of new friends here. Lots of different people have sent my mother cards. This one's signed
Nice.
P. Puck.
You know Puck.
Wait a minute. That's the mailman.
And Samuel Gordon fell off it. Is this Samuel Gordon? Is that what you're trying to tell me, Blaze?
The
Yoink.
mailman signed it. So now I've got a sample. I think I could forge his signature really well.
Our inventory in this game is getting huge. Poor Blaze, your mind is so deep in the gutter. All right, let's try to use that pen on this again. Will that work?
Better not now.
I guess we have to be in private. Okay.
The mirror.
Oh,
Don't go through the mirror.
Mom? Mom, are you awake?
that kind of
Did I
surprised
just
me.
imagine that? No, I couldn't have. My wrist still hurts. She must have been terribly afraid of something. But what did she mean?
Hey, let's go through the mirror. What mirror?
Monthly payments from England from someone called C. Instead of compensation from the insurance. And a back injury that was more likely caused by a fall than a car accident. What's going on here, Mom? Why did you lie to me?
Mom's got some secrets. Let's find a mirror. Preferably a black one. Hey Ma, which mirror? Like, specifically which one? You know, so I can avoid it. Did the doctor not hear that?
Please get better, Mom. Get well and tell me the truth about the accident. I need to know.
Okay, I think we're done here. Oh wait, there's a scale down here. Mom's got a secret with the mailman and the doctor. And maybe even the owner of the diner. Maybe the mailwoman. Hopefully not Fuller. So many secrets.
A set of scales. Maybe for overweight patients? They certainly look a bit more solid than the ones you have in your bathroom at home.
P for Papa. So you're saying it sounded more supernatural, like we're the only ones that heard it? She definitely grabbed us, like everybody should have seen that. Hey, she's gone. Oh no, she's right there. Never mind. There's two. Kind of two chairs. Okay, I think we're done here. So let's get out into private and then try filling out that paperwork. More fat shaming, talking about the big scales. This is for big people.
Okay, good. I've got the original. I guess the signature is kinda half decent.
Kinda half decent. You just said you could do a great job on it. Where is he putting all this stuff? He must have like a bag of infinite holding on him. It seems like the last few adventure games we played, you didn't have like huge inventories. This guy already has what? 17 things on him. He's put into the jean pockets. I'm not seeing it. Where's the kettle? I can hardly put my wallet and my phone in my front pocket. He's got a kettle on him. And this wooden jewel box, whatever that is. And a DSLR camera. There's a U-Haul. Imagine if he had like a wagon just full of all the crap he sells. His jeans are Mary Poppins bag. Okay, so let's give her collection note.
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
I don't feel so bad about that woman on the bench. I mean, I think she's just being unrealistic. Sometimes we have to go around. Like, we're not chasing her actively.
Hey, do you know Eddie from the junk shop?
Yeah, sure. I know pretty well everybody here.
So what's going on with him?
He's single. Was never married before either, as far as I know. But hey, who could put up with him for long anyway? Those never-ending war stories. Can you imagine that?
Is he really blind?
I never heard different, but I wouldn't put money on it either. He's a chiseler. Maybe he's got disability just so he can make himself a few bucks.
A chiseler? I don't think I've ever heard that term. Welcome back, username. How was your outing with the coworkers? Oh, she probably just has social anxiety. Every character in the game has a backstory. There we go. A funny thing, yeah. Although, she isn't too anxious. At least she's very open. Remember, we did talk to her in the first stream, and she told us, like, all this history about her friend that died. Okay, let's ask about that photo paper.
I wanted to pick up Fuller's package with the photo paper.
No, please.
There we go.
So how did you manage to scare up the old fart?
Nice.
Yeah, I bumped into him in the town.
You were lucky. Here, Fuller's photo paper.
Success. I think we have everything we need.
Much obliged. Alright. Now I've got everything I need to develop the films. Let's go.
That's nice. He actually just straight up tells us he has everything he needs. It was a fun evening. That's cool. Oh, I love that emote. Is that Benjamin? Benjamin. Okay, I'm very confused. Hold on, let me save it real quick before I break something. There we go. So, username tried to type this. You even got the vinegar. However, AutoMod said nope. You ain't using that word vinegar. I think it thought you were trying to type something else that maybe doesn't start with a V. But yeah, I think we have everything, username. It's nice that the game just straight up tells us. My message was so lewd. Almost as bad as phages. Okay, so let's get in the back door. It definitely thought vinegar was the N-word. Is that how you spell vinegar? You ever look at a word and it just doesn't look right to you, but it is how you spell it? Like, I think it's spelled a little differently. That's what I thought it was. Okay. It just banded again username. Oh, you missed it. Oh, I missed that. Sorry. Okay, to the dark room. Now, if I make you VIP username, you can say vinegar as much as you want. Although, what if you try to type it correctly, username? Does it let that through? I bet it will. Okay, so I probably need to know the order of these. I've never developed film before.
A flat dish about A3 size. If you're making photo prints in it, you have to have diluted developer in it.
Okay, so here's the developer. Let's pour that in there.
That's enough. The developer also has to be diluted.
So then we got to put some water in there. That's diluted.
Great. Just as it should be. A dish with about ½ an inch of diluted developer.
Yeah, if you keep doing that phages talk, we might have to un-VIP you. You won't be able to use that word anymore. Oh, I looked it up, and Bill is either a glossy snake or a night snake. He looks similar to those species. Do you know if either one of those, or when you looked them up, were they poisonous? Okay, then we probably need to put water in the water dish. Derp. There we go.
That would be the stop bath.
Oh, I forgot about that. Wait, we're supposed to put fixer in here too? I might have screwed up.
The dish is about half full with distilled water. The water stops the picture development process of any photo paper I lay in it.
Oh, it only needs water. Okay, I was thinking maybe we needed the fixer in
There's
there.
still some fixer left in the bottle. You use it to halt the development of photographic film.
Yeah, the fixer was part of it. I believe therapy knew. Yeah, what's weird is I don't actually need to put that in there. Okay, so let's try putting... Does this go in the developer container? The film? Remember, I've never actually
is in the
developed
developing
that.
drum. The developer's still missing.
Okay, it's in the developer drum.
Good. Now the developer's oxidizing. It gives off electrons, which are then picked up by the silver ions in the light-sensitive layer of the
I'm
film.
learning too.
The more light that falls on a location, the stronger the reaction, and so the place then turns darker. In short, the film is now being developed.
This guy's so smart. Do you know how to develop film, username? I feel like everybody in chat has except for me.
I guess the film has to be developed now.
Okay, so now we take it out, right?
So, that ought to do it. I'll pour out the developer.
And then do we put the film in this one? Oh, after we develop it. Okay. It's funny because he talked about this water dish as stopping the development, so I thought, oh, we need to put the fixer in there.
Now the fixer's got to go in to stop the film from keeping on developing.
Oh, okay. So we pour fixer in here.
Oh well, that's the end of the fixer. But what was left ought to have stopped the development process. I hope everything's worked.
What is he doing?
So far, so good.
Ah, we got the film, okay.
The film's developed. That's the first step. Now I have to make the prints. Let's see. I need photo paper and an enlarger.
We got both of those.
That's over there. Then I need developer. There's still enough in the bottle.
So do we put this on the enlarger? Yeah, thanks to Black Mirror, which you played like 10 years ago. Yeah, you know.
The film has been put in.
It's like everything I learned from playing video games.
I could turn the lamp on now, but that's not going to do too much if there isn't any paper below the lens.
Okay, so our photo paper. I almost used bread. Where the heck's our photo paper? Am I missing something, guys? Oh, here it is. There we go. Oh, I can't use it.
An A4 size package. Fairly heavy. Either it really is photographic paper, or it's full as dirty mags for the week. Ah, nice. 50 sheets of top quality photo paper.
There we go. I just had to open it. The first English words you learned were save and load. That's amazing therapy. You know you're a gamer when those are your first words. Okay, so let's try using these here. There we go.
The sheet is lying in the frame. The distance of the lens from the paper seems fine for the picture to be projected properly.
Yeah, just make a nice bread image. And then eat it. Andy cannot. It's probably not gluten-free bread.
Then let's have a go. The longer I leave the lamp on, the more contrast the picture gets.
Ooh.
Let's try it.
I just realized we might see some terrible pictures here. How long do I let it go? I don't know. How long?
Okay, I think that's enough time.
I know. I'm sorry we didn't do the toast. Does she have celiac? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's celiac, but without that O. Yeah, it's celiac disease, which is no bueno. No bueno at all. Therapy. I want a sandwich right now. Okay, so we take the exposed sheet and put it in here, right? It's celiac.
Ah, here we go. I have to take the sheet out as soon as it has the correct brightness. Too early, it stays too light. Too late, it'll get too dark.
Now? I hope that was a good timing. I don't know how sensitive it is to timing. Just pronouncing it the way you spelled it, Blaze. Okay, now we put this in the water dish. That's a lot of work to get a picture.
The picture's got too much contrast, but the brightness is good. I shouldn't expose the paper for so long next time.
Wait, I screwed up? Did I do one of those steps too long? I have to do it over? No! I don't know which step it was.
The sheet is lying in the frame.
I think it was this step I did too long.
Okay then, let's try again. I have to measure the exposure.
Oh, 5 seconds. I think I let it go 10. Which is a bummer. Because when I did 10, he's like...
I think that's enough time.
He said the same thing. He says, I think that's enough time. He seems to be so well versed on this, you think he would just do it. I want a kebab right now. What kind of kebab?
Here we go. I have to take the sheet out as soon as it has the correct...
Okay, I'm going to try to do it around the same time as last time. There we go. It looks the same to me. Blaze, but he's controlled by you.
Ah, the contrast is good and the brightness is right too. But the picture itself is garbage.
Come on.
I can't do much about that. Maybe some of the other pictures are better.
Well, what's wrong with the picture?
Well,
Whoops, I didn't mean to click that. I just missed some text. Thought he was done. So do I need to put another sheet and we're just going to try the next one? Because we're just trying to get the pictures for the girl right now, right?
the sheet is lying in the frame. Okay then, let's try again. I have to measure the exposure time exactly. Too short and there won't be enough contrast. Too long will give me too much.
Oh, we're doing the same picture again. I'm confused.
Okay, I think that's enough time.
He said the picture turned out good, it just was a garbage picture. Isn't this the same picture? Because we didn't move the film around?
Ah, here we go. I have to take the sheet out as soon as it has the correct...
Yeah, see, that's the same picture, isn't it? This one's a masterpiece. It's the same thing.
Yes, I've really got it now. Brightness and contrast are correct. If Fuller only had any idea about photography, then maybe even the picture would be good too. Maybe the next one. This could well take some time.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. A lot of times when you take two pictures, they look almost
36
identical.
pictures and not one of them actually any good.
Thank God.
How can a guy take a beautiful woman like Angelina and then photograph her so badly? But I can't do much about that. The pics have been snapped and I gotta take them to her at the hotel. At least I get to see her again. And it's also not my fault that the pictures are bad.
Oh, crap.
What the?
Take the pictures. Yeah, he did that 36 times. That was enough time for Fuller to get back. Wait, no, someone's ringing the doorbell. Fuller wouldn't do that. Fuller's
Mrs.
still
Biba?
molesting that other woman. Poor girl. Yeah, Fuller ringing his own doorbell.
Can I help you, Mrs. Biba?
Oh. What are you doing here? I thought you quit.
About that.
Yes. Yes, I have. I'm just picking up my stuff.
Oh, right. Is Fuller there?
No, not at the moment.
Weird.
Then, can you give him this?
Is it anthrax? Because I would gladly give
Give it to
that.
him personally. As soon as he gets back. I gotta go.
The heck is going on? We gotta open up that letter. He's such a nice person. Everyone wants to visit him, right?
I feel sorry for her. There's something not right going on here.
So, it seems like blackmail or something.
Could it help me get one over on Fuller? Huh. But I can't put Mrs. Biba in danger. She gives the impression she can't take much more. If I could secretly open the envelope,
There we go.
then I could look at what's inside and put the envelope in the mailbox later. That would keep Mrs. Biba out of trouble. But how can I open the envelope and close it again without Fuller noticing?
You need steam. If you can steam it open, it won't, like, ruin the glue. So, brief overview. So, we are this guy named Darren, and we've come back to Boston to visit our mom. We're working at this photo shop. The guy that owns this place, Fuller, he's just a human dumpster fire of a person. Gropes women, just a complete jerk. And this girl came by to get pictures done. She did, but we are trying to get those pictures developed and take them to her because we want to meet her again. The whole time we're doing that, there's this weird guy in a suit asking about us, following the girl. We don't know what his deal is. Our mom seemingly had a stroke, and she's in the hospital right now. So currently, all that we're trying to do is get these pictures to this girl. But there's some weird stuff with our mom going on. She woke up from her coma briefly to tell us not to go into the mirror. We don't know what that means. Just a lot of weird stuff going on. So we're actually still very early in the game. This is still chapter 1. Okay, so we have the letter. How are we going to open this? Oh, that was the reasoning. I was trying to remember that therapy. That's right. The girl had a British accent, and the weird, mysterious guy has a British accent. So, of course, they know each other, because everybody in Britain knows each other.
I've already developed Angelina's photos. I'd better get out of here before Fuller catches me.
Before we leave, I just want to see if there's something in here we can do. Oh, could we use the candle? Actually can't interact with the candle anymore. I guess that would be dangerous. You don't want to, like, burn it. Stove. The tea kettle. That's how we're going to open up that letter. The tea kettle. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Just like all gay people know each other. It's just how it is, Relentless. Okay, let's save it real quick. There we go. The key tackle. One of my many Johnisms. Actually, I keep forgetting to do this. I should just use this to get around. Is this our house? It is. Okay. So let's toss the tea kettle on the stove. Turn it on, get some steam, and then we'll use the letter on it. We love foreigners, though. This entire stream is basically people from around the world. Where are you from, Duke? And by the way, I have a very hard time saying Duke and not thinking of Duke Nukem. Not your fault. It's mine. I just grew up at that time. Hail to the king, baby. All right. So I have to turn this on.
The steam could undo the glue.
There we go.
Let's try.
And then we can have some tea. Blaze, would you like to have some tea? All right, let's try this.
The steam's loosening the glue.
Duke Nukem is such a weird
the
character.
paper hasn't torn and the glue still sticks. I can reseal the letter.
Nice.
But first, I want to see what's inside.
You're British.
Holy, that's got to be $1,500.
What?
There's some kind of blackmailing going on here.
Knew it.
Mrs. Biber hates Fuller, and she didn't want her husband to see that I gave her a letter from him this morning. It would seem he knows nothing about it. But what's it about? Sex? Oh, surely not with Fuller.
Ugh.
Something to do with the diner, or from Biber's past? I'd love to send Fuller off to jail for blackmail. But first I gotta find out what he's blackmailing Mrs. Biber with. But tomorrow's another day.
Hey.
I'll put the letter in Fuller's mailbox and get myself ready for my date with Angelina.
Oh, that's awesome. So Blaze and Duke are kind of they're neighbors. You guys must already know each other. Holly, what is that accent? Boston. He actually changes accents all the time, but it's supposed to be Boston. Okay, so we have to go put that in the mailbox.
That's blackmail money, I'm sure. The only question now is, what's he got on her? And whether or not I can find proof of it. First off, I gotta throw the money into his mailbox. He needs to think everything's still as it should be. And doing that, I'm protecting Mrs. Biber at the same time.
Well, yeah, we're not currently in Boston. We go to school in Boston. Sorry. So let's, we have to drop it in the mailbox. So let's go to the map. Where's the storefront? Right here. I guess we could just drop it right in the door, right? Looks like there's a mail slot. Nice.
Hopefully he doesn't take too much pleasure in it.
Okay, now that we've done that, he made it sound like he was done for the day. So are we supposed to go to bed or something? Oops. Let's look at our latest task. I ought to chuck the letter in Fuller's mailbox. The whole thing stinks so much. I wouldn't be doing anyone any favors if I held on to the cash. Okay, so we didn't hold on to the cash. I think maybe we just have to go back home and go to sleep. Sounds like a good fella. Boston. See, we still need... Oh, and the British girl. She mentioned that she's staying at the hotel. Have we even seen a hotel therapy? That's right, we gotta deliver the photos. I forgot all about that. Oh yeah, British girl. Hold on, I want to scare her away one more time. Booga, booga, booga. Why isn't she scared of me, guys? She's not afraid anymore. I've lost my power. There we go. She's just on a timer. It just takes her a little while. Chase her down the alley.
A flat metal bar.
Oh.
It's broken away from the railings.
I clicked on something on accident that I need. She came back. Here I was trying to chase her down and I found a metal bar. Okay, now
it's pretty heavy.
Use metal bar on woman. No, we can't. Okay. I don't think we have to do anything else with her. But I'm glad that we chased her, otherwise I would not have found the metal bar. Because I'm not sure where the hotel is. Yeah, therapy. It's pretty heavy. Let's carry it around. Use metal bar on Fuller. Oh, there was a sign here? Post office, souvenirs. Oh, yeah. It's like right above the water. Wait, where's the hotel? Oh, is it back in that corner that I can't go into? Wild Coast Hotel? Is that what that says? What? What game? Wait. Just a second. Game Design 101. Come on, guys. It's another path to go down. Like, this is obviously the way you need to go. But no, you gotta click on this sign to go that way. Alright. Alright, game. I'll play your game. Georgie, what you doing? He just came in here. I thought he was gonna puke on the futon. Hi, buddy. Fairweather, good morning. How's it going? Good time zone. You are not the only one, Duke. I very sadly said the same thing when I first met therapy. And then somebody then put in, like, the proper pronunciation with the capital T, capital A, and I read it again and I was like, oh, that makes way more sense. Nate, I do not like it. I never would have clicked on that sign, honestly. I wasn't really paying attention to it, but I thought it just had something to do with, like, the water, you know? Without actually reading it.
The hotel seems to have few guests, but in this season you'd normally expect a bit more to be going on. Maybe the others have seen the weather report. There's a storm getting up, and who wants to be stuck in a hotel on the Atlantic in the rain?
Well, you see, the problem with this hotel is nobody knows how to get here. They don't realize that you have to go to the docks, find the sign, take a right, and then you're at the hotel. That's why they're having a business problem. Nothing to do with the weather, nothing to do with the location. Oh, everything to do with the location. You also got transported to a cliff at the hotel. What this game design? That's a huge hotel, though.
The back room seems to be an office. Desk, files. The mast is a copy of a flagpole you might see on a big ship.
So now, everyone that has not played this game before, is this girl here going to be A, a love interest, B, someone that's going to die soon and we have to, like, solve the mystery, or C, all of the above?
Looks very cozy. I bet you get a fantastic view of the whales from the veranda. But you know, that reminds me of my favorite film, Whales of August. That genius Vincent Price. In a really unusual role.
No other options. Nope. No. Only a love interest. or corpse. Nothing else. I guess it could become like a wholesome friend, but for some reason, the way the game introduced her, I kind of doubt that's going to happen. Duchess of Ankh. Am I the only one who didn't read therapy? Oh, Android was ropey. Oh, and Duchess, thank you so much for the follow. Now, I might be going out on a limb here, Duchess, but do you know the Duke of Ankh? I'm just saying, you guys might have something in common. Man. Or the real mom. Wait, her being our real mom? I don't think so. I don't think so. I hope not. That could become a problem later on. Alt account? Could be a couple. Could be a couple.
It's not exactly like the Florida or Californian beaches. The water here is way too cold to swim in it for long.
Honestly, in California, the alt water is also too cold to swim in for long. If you go surfing, you need a wetsuit most of the time. Oh, married to the Duke. How
Plenty of people say that
cool.
the New England coastal towns look Scandinavian, but I doubt if they build such big houses over there.
We have a viewing party of a couple. This is awesome. We are united in matrimony. I know. That kind of makes it sad, isn't it, Nate? Now Wonderlandy isn't as clever as it could be. I'll see if I can get her to change it to Andcadia or Andycadia. Andycadia.
There are a few
okay.
magazines lying around here. Recommendations for trips, tourist information. Nothing of interest to me.
Let's just skip talking to this guy altogether. Just go right up to Angelina's room. Well, there's a key back there. I can hardly click on it. There we go.
There's room for 12 keys on the keyboard, but only a few are hanging on it. There are probably no more than 8 rooms here.
Private.
A private sign hangs on the door. The owner and his family live in this building. Behind the door is either their living quarters or an office. Plants. I know as much about plants as I do about cars, and that's not very much at all.
So not as much as you know about developing photos, apparently. Okay, I guess we'll finally talk to him.
Excuse me.
Yes, please?
Guy needs to just shave his head. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's hair. Maybe it's a birthmark. Whatever that is.
You know my mother? Rebecca Michaels?
Rebecca? Well, of course! We sit together on the tourist board. You're her son? How is she?
She's not doing good.
Not good, I'm afraid. She's lying in the hospital.
Wait a second.
She had a fall.
Oh, my dear boy, I'll let my wife know right away. We'll send her a card.
Well, if you like.
I was just going to ask if he was
what are
boning
you
our
doing
mom,
here,
too.
then? Shouldn't you be with your mother?
I'm gonna go see her again later.
Well, please, give her our best wishes.
Yes, of course.
And true therapy. He did work in a photography shop. Although, did he really work in the photography shop? Because it seems like Fuller didn't let us do any photography stuff. It seemed like all that we did was errands. Like, go get this, go clean that. I wonder how much actual experience we got. Is our mom sketchy or something? We've had some jokes about that. Oh, you're going to be lurking off and on again? Thank you for the lurk, Nate. Our mom is really popular in this town. There's a lot of jokes about the doctor boning our mom because they went on a date. So now we just have ongoing jokes that everybody is hanging out with our mom.
Does the hotel belong to you?
It sure does. My grandfather built it, and I've been running it for the past 15 years.
Do you live here with your family?
It's like this. The guests value the quiet family atmosphere here. It really is something quite special to stay in a small, family-run hotel. I can't bear those awful tower block hotels in the holiday resorts.
And at some point your children will take over the running of it?
Yes, I hope so. My daughter's studying to be a hotelier in Switzerland. I only hope that our hotel here doesn't end up being too small and provincial for her. My son, well, he's got rather different interests.
What's he doing then?
Now, he's a musician.
Really?
Yes. He even thinks he can make a living out of it.
Some people live very nicely from it. What does he play?
He plays an electric bass in a band. I think it's called punk rock.
And you're worried about that?
Yeah, Duke, we do play quite a few point-and-click games. I kind of try to play a little bit of everything on this stream, or at least any kind of game that I think is going to have a decent, interesting story. But we do probably play, I don't know, maybe 2/3, 3/4 of the games we play are typically point-and-click adventure games. Therapy, I had a bad vision of what you said. Our mom is in a coma, and even more popular after that. The first thing I thought of, I just watched Kill Bill. Have you guys seen Kill Bill? If you know what I'm talking about, that her being in a coma, yeah, I hope that's not happening to our mom. Say that's gross.
I should be looking after my mother or beating the crap out of Fuller's fat face. But instead, I'm standing here with a stomach full of butterflies. I don't know what it is about her, but man, I got it bad. All right, let's go.
Oh, I did bring it up last time? I totally don't remember that.
Come in.
Replay the hits. Why not?
Hello, Angelina. Have I come at a bad time?
The music's picking up.
No, come in.
I've got the pictures with me.
It's gonna be awkward.
Oh, great.
To be honest, it's anything other than great. The wrong lighting, pathetic composition. Fuller has really no idea what he's doing.
I thought that might be the case. I'm sure they would have been better if you'd taken them.
That's right.
How would you take my picture?
Well, your face should,
Just do it.
Huh?
Don't tell me that you, the would-be star photographer, haven't got a camera.
We actually do have a camera.
Sure. Of course.
Come on, then. I still need a present for my parents' wedding anniversary.
Very nice. The light is perfect.
Have you been living
the
here
awkwardness.
Oh, I don't live here at all. I study in Boston. My mom just bought a house here a few months ago. What brings you here? Look over that way. Yeah, like that. Are you an actress or something like that?
You got it. I'm a famous English actress on my way to Hollywood.
Really?
No, but seriously. I study literature and history in England. I'm interested in English immigrants in America, their aspirations, their dreams, their reality.
Wow, that's interesting.
If you say so. We'll see. I wanted to drift a bit, collect some life stories. I don't yet know exactly how I should organize the work.
My mother's from England, too. She came over here more than 20 years ago.
Really? Do you think I could talk to her?
Not right now.
That isn't possible at the moment. That's a very pretty bracelet.
Oh, thank you. I got it from my grandmother. She was always there for me. Unfortunately, she died last year.
Oh. I'm sorry about that.
Thanks. But you don't need to be. She was very ill at the end, you know? It was a relief for her. She gave me this bracelet shortly before she died. I'm sure you'll find it silly, but I always have the feeling that she's near me and looks after me. Perhaps we could do a few more special pictures for your portfolio.
Special pictures?
I always wanted to have a few photos of myself as a model.
Oh, sure. I don't know, what did you have in mind?
Where's this going?
I thought maybe like this.
Giggity.
Or like this.
Are you gonna send these to their parents too? Happy anniversary.
Like this.
I should do that for my parents' anniversary now. It's always the wrong time to jump in this stream, Drillshanka. How's it going? Watching you play this, John, is like watching a sex scene with your parents. Were you trying to say that I'm like a parent, Blaze?
The film is full.
Oh, shame. I was just getting warmed up.
Go get more
What do you
film.
say we go for a meal?
Actually, I'm not hungry yet, but...
Tonight.
The hell says that?
In the diner. I'll pay. In return for the photos, okay?
Yes. Sure. Sounds good.
All right, then. See you tonight. Can you develop the pictures by then?
Yeah, yeah, no problem.
I'm looking forward to it.
It is a Blockbuster shirt, Duke. I gotta catch up on chat. Give me a minute.
That was certainly something.
It's the G-Man.
Yes, Miss Angelina Morgan has a room here. Would you like to leave her a message, or would you like to go out?
I'll catch up once it's a break.
How many nights has she booked?
Damn, no more pictures on the film.
Oh, dang.
I'm sorry, sir, but you'll have to ask Miss Morgan herself. I can't.
All right.
Whoa, what was that?
Brown comb-back hair, a long straight nose, eyes close together.
He's facing the other way.
Which room is she in, then?
I'll inform her that you're here. Mr.
That won't be necessary. I'll come back later.
Thin lips, sallow skin, angular face, pointed chin.
But please, don't tell her I was here. It's supposed to be a surprise.
The graphics are going crazy here. Oh, there he goes.
Hello? What's wrong? Sir?
And he's gone. What does this guy want?
It's totally the guy from Half-Life. Okay, you can use your camera to take snapshots at a lot of interaction points. Doing this will unlock extras in the bonus menu. Well, that's kind of cool. It's not necessary, but we can just randomly take pictures. Okay, let me save it and catch up with chat, guys. Just a sec. So yes, it is a Blockbuster shirt. Ta-da. And Pearl Drillshanka, always jumping in at the wrong time. And Duke, that is a big lens for such tight pants. He has like 17 things in his inventory, none of which would really fit in those pants, and most of it wouldn't. And yeah, Relentless, what is the thing about giving your parents a picture of yourself for their wedding anniversary? Maybe if it was like a family photo or like pictures of their grandchild or something, you know, but like photos of yourself? Any of those. Let's see here. Just scanning through chat real quick. I don't know what was with those graphical glitches. It's like every time he turned his face a certain way, it just smeared across the whole screen. Did you see that? And a heavy iron bar. Oh, you don't think that was the point of the tight pants comment? Is that a giant lens in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? And by the way, pro tip, guys out there, single guys, if a pretty girl asks you if you want to go get food, you don't say, "Oh, I'm not hungry right now." You stuff down that meal if she wants to eat right now. You do whatever you need to do to go hang out. She just did all the work for you. She asked you out. Come on. I mean, I'm a picky eater, so I'd say no. Are you currently single, Blaze? No reason. I'm just curious. Yes. Just joking. And why did you take so many pictures? Oh, username. I think you know why he took so many pictures. We're gonna go get those developed right now and keep those pictures.
Excuse me.
Yes, please.
Okay, let's ask this guy about Angelina.
Since when has Miss Morgan been staying here?
You seem to be her friend. Ask her yourself.
Whoa.
We run a very discreet hotel here.
Would that be the case if I were to leave a 20 on your counter?
Nice.
Sorry?
Nothing.
What would Mr. Benjamin Franklin say? Yeah, keeping those pictures sounds a little sinister. Vomit everywhere. Is he still in the chat? I thought I saw him still here earlier. Dingo. Dingo, do you have that problem? I'm just kidding. Yeah, the worst bribe is a half-hearted one. You didn't do a very good job. Oh, no girl asked me to have food today, but we did have dinner at the party today. There you go. Wait, is this a girl you're interested in, username?
This guy, the one who was asking about Miss Morgan, had you seen him before?
Sorry, no. He came in and asked me a few questions. Then he disappeared.
We do not know.
A strange fellow. Do you know him?
No, but I think he shouldn't be let near Miss Morgan.
Of course not. I call upstairs, and only when the young lady agrees do I let him up.
And he can't come creeping around here?
Well, that possibility can't be completely excluded. But you can only open the doors from outside with a key.
Interesting. Thank you for the lurk, Drillshanka. You are still very young, Blaze. I remember there was a time I never thought I would meet anybody. And then I was in a relationship for a little while, and that went terrible. And then I didn't go on a date for like 3 years.
I need to develop the pictures before my date.
More than that, even.
But I can't get into Fuller's darkroom anymore. So I'll have to get by with just domestic items. Mom's bathroom will make a great substitute darkroom. I've still got the remains of the photo paper. And I've got developer. I need a red light, 2 flat dishes, and a little acid to use as a fixer.
Ooh.
And something to do the exposing with. A projector, for example.
I know where that is.
I'll write everything down so I don't forget anything. What a day.
So yeah, what I was trying to say, Blaze, is there was a time where I thought I would be single forever. Actually twice. Once when I was younger, and then once after a terrible relationship. But love and relationships and just everything hits you when you least suspect it. So a lot of times, if you try, it seems like nothing happens. When you stop trying, boom, you meet somebody. You just never know how things are going to work out. You never said, I thought I would be single forever. Just said I've always been single. Sorry, I thought you said permanently single, which to me that reads as I'm going to be single forever. If you had said, I've always been single, that means past. If you say permanent, I think future. Duke, I should read this in Duke Nukem's voice. I am the biggest dork ever. Ugly and strange, yet I found a weirdo and agreed to marry me. Admitted she's a plonked as well. Wait, plonked? I'm confused. She's a plonked as well? Do you mean like a dork as well? That's a hard voice to do. And that's part of it too, is sometimes you meet somebody that's very similar to you. Plonker, okay. Sometimes you meet someone that's similar to you, and other times not so much. Sometimes opposites attract. Sometimes you meet someone that has all the same interests as you. Okay, so he said 2 flat dishes. Do you think these 2 bowls will work? Or is that not flat enough? It is a very British word. Plonker just went right over my head.
Come on.
Does it mean dork? Kind of like a nerd?
How do you know that? I thought you were blind.
You stink of perfume, like a whorehouse I once visited in Lille. Smells like teen spirit.
If you say so.
Nice. Smells like teen spirit? Mid-90s? Nirvana? Come on. Yeah. Alright, let's ask him about that projector.
Come on, what then?
Oh, we can do a blindness test on him? Dating is so much effort, though. I hop on the apps every now and again, but it's a bit much. Now, I gotta say, I do feel very bad for you ladies out there. On dating apps, I've heard nothing but horror stories, and it just sounds awful. Just a lot of garbage people out there are just randomly sending you pictures that you should not send anybody ever, especially not someone that you know. So, I'm glad I did my dating before apps. I did both. I've done some dating before apps and some dating after apps. Being a guy, though, for me anyway, guys usually aren't solicited a whole lot in apps. At least not terribly. I got solicited before, and it was like always friendly, nice people, which is cool. But just the horror stories I've heard from girls, it just sounds like it's a nightmare online. Oh yes, the TLAB series, where I try to pronounce words that are terribly difficult for somebody with my background. Okay, let's do a blindness test on this guy.
How do you get on?
I'm blind. How the hell do you think I get on? You idiot.
Does it hinder you a lot?
Well, sometimes. If I need to look something up. Looky here. I'm supposed to figure out what this coin's worth, and I got no idea. It's a rare piece, but it's pretty worn out.
Can I help you with it?
Oh, sure, kid. If you think I'll fall for that, I give you the coin, you run out the door like a punk.
Ah, he caught me.
I ain't stupid.
Yeah. How you getting on with the coin?
You got nothing better to do than annoying me?
Not really.
If I find out the price of the coin for you, will you stop behaving like an ass?
Can't promise.
Show it to me. You can keep it in your hand. A woman's profile. A few stars and numbers. Have you got something like a coin catalog?
Yep, it's on the counter.
Boy.
That's pretty funny, Duke. My wife won't let me date anymore, so I never tried the app way of dating. I did completely forget how to say that, because it's a word that I know, that I hear people say all the time here, but it's not the same word that you guys use. All right. I wasn't done talking to him. I need to get the projector, too.
Come on, what then?
You make me sound so uncultured, Blaze. You wouldn't be wrong.
About the slide projector over there?
I won't sell.
Could you perhaps lend it to me?
Why should I?
Because you want to help a young man trying to improve himself.
No, he doesn't. Come on, let's try again. Please.
About the slide projector over there?
I won't sell.
Because...
Okay, so I think we have to help him with the coin first, and then come back. Oh, dude, you streamed Discworld a few times, and you want to do them again. I've never played the Discworld games, but I know that there's that kind of like cartoon, like animated point-and-click game. It looked really cool. I've heard the story is like really crazy in the books and the game. How did you like it? If you want to stream it again, I'm sure you enjoyed it. Is it just one game, or are there more than one game? I think we're probably done here, unless we could do something with the radio.
I bet that's an original radio set from the Second World War. It definitely doesn't look much newer.
So maybe if we help him with this coin, we can then get him to loan us the projector.
An old gold coin. If that's actually real gold, that is...
Okay, so what can we do with this gold coin to figure out the value of it, though? That's what we need, right? So we have two quests, I guess. Develop the pictures, which we need that projector first. And with the old coin, he says, no idea where he got these coins from, but they look rare. Eddie can't look them up in a coin book because he's blind, but it shouldn't be a problem for me. Okay, so where's a coin book? Oh, right here. Derp.
That's a flowing hair scent, wreath reverse, from 1793. $2,400.
Nice.
Not bad. $2,400. I'll offer him $800. Seller's an idiot. Thanks.
Way to take advantage.
I owe you one.
Oh, I'm happy to help old, disabled people. Put one over on the other folks. You're welcome.
Perhaps, you could do me another favor right away. I lost my cane.
You've done what? How can you lose a cane?
Not how you think. I was playing poker and, had a slam dunk hand. But how could I know that that idiot from the hotel had a straight flush?
You bet your cane and lost.
Yeah.
He didn't...
Who's got it now?
I guess he really did lose
The
his
owner of
cane.
the Wild Coast Hotel.
Alright then. I gotta pass by there anyway, so I'll ask him.
Thanks. You know, maybe you ain't so much of a idiot as I thought.
So we have to do a few quests to get this guy's projector. That's like betting your wheelchair. So Duchess, there's 2 Discworld games. They don't work on the modern PCs at all. I could have sworn there was one on Steam. Does that one also have a lot of problems running? Let's see, no one should get on the app for sure. I don't have better options. It's that or weird guys hitting on me at Target. And that's the thing, Holly, is I can't say from everyone's experience, but I honestly never really messaged people on dating apps. I would have girls message me and then I would chat with them. So I always let them initiate. So maybe that's, but it's hard to know which ones are, you know, worth talking to, I guess. But you might have better luck if you just ignore all the creeps that message you and actually message people that sound really good based on what you talk. Look at John bragging. I mean, I don't know if it was a time thing. I just didn't really use the apps a whole lot. But when I would get messages, I would respond. And that's typically how I met everybody. The 2 do work, but another we can't play. Okay. I wasn't sure if there was 2 on Steam or not. I just remember seeing 1. Oh, we just need the cane and we're done. Perfect timing, because I need to wrap this up pretty soon. I always forget about the map therapy. I can also teleport by double-clicking. So this guy should have the cane.
Excuse me.
Yes, please?
About that poker game.
I've heard that you have poker games here every now and again. Could I maybe sit in on a game?
I ask you, please. This is a respectable hotel. We don't condone illegal gambling.
Bullcrap.
I'd like to get back into playing poker. I'd be interested in a blind man's white cane as a bet.
Yes, nice. We sometimes play a little game or 2 of poker here, but nothing public, quite private. Never for high stakes.
Wait, now you do play
Wouldn't
poker
you say
here.
that for a blind man, a white cane would be quite a high stake?
He wanted to bet with it.
I've never played Gray Matter. I know that's the person that created Gabriel Knight. Jane Jensen that made that. How did you like Gray Matter? Do I have to ask him a 3rd time?
You know what? I think I'll inform the police about your game.
Oh.
I mean, that can't be right now, can it? You can't take a cane away from a blind man.
Well, go ahead and call the cops. I've got nothing to hide. I won the cane fair and square. You can ask the other players.
What do you need the cane for
If
right now?
you say so.
All right, number 4. Can we just slap this guy?
So what was that again about the fair and square win in an illegal gambling game in a respected local hotel? What would Rosie think if I told her about it?
Oh.
What would other people think, in fact?
Going straight to his wife?
Taking the cane from a blind man. What a devious, slimy character you are.
No, please, don't do that. I am sorry. I really didn't want the cane, you know. Eddie just didn't have any more dough with him, and he threw it in as a guarantee.
How much did he stake on it then?
Oh, it's not worth talking about. What's $100 anyway? You seeing him today? I could give you the cane. Give him my best, and tell him he can consider it a gift from a good old friend.
There we go. Funny
Well,
story, by
great.
the way.
I'll take it with me and pass it on to Eddie then.
About gambling.
And give your mother my best when she wakes up.
Yeah.
So after I took Andy to dinner last night, we went to a nice Mexican restaurant. We did some gambling because she loves playing the slots and stuff. And I always bring like a little bit of money that I'm okay with just losing, because that's what you do at casinos. You lose money. And I lost it. And then I was waiting for her to finish up her games, and then somebody that was like leaving the casino. I don't know if you guys ever do slots and gambling machines, but when you have very little money left, like not enough to bet, you usually prints out like a little receipt that you can take to another machine, but you might have like 5 or 10 or 20 cents on there. Usually there's not much you can do with those. Well, somebody came by and just handed us a couple of them. So I had maybe like, I don't know, 60 cents or something worth with a few tickets combined. I put them all into this machine. That was like a nickel machine, and I bet the max bet on just one line. I could do it like twice, I think, because it wasn't a very expensive machine with all of it put together. I nailed it, and I won $65 with like the 60 cents they gave me. I took that money, I went to a Wheel of Fortune machine, and I bumped it up to $150 on almost my first bet. And then I cashed out. So took the money I had took there to play, and after losing it all, I took someone else's spare change, won more money than I came with, and then left. Well, that was actually really fun. That was cool. That was super lucky. I definitely didn't want to push my luck anymore. I tried to... I was going to I spent about 100 there. I spent about 100. Which, depending on what you play, you can make that last a long time, or it can be gone so quick. Oh, wait. I'm going to use the map, even though I'm very close to there. Let's go... I guess I can't go directly in there. I have to go here. Yeah, so it ended with about 100, 150, 160, something like that. Which I gave Andy some money to gamble with, so... And she had lost her money. So overall, it was a little bit down, but winning all that, it turned out to be closer to even than I expected. Yeah, leaving early is the only way to really win. Okay, so let's use the cane on our good friend Eddie.
Your blind man's cane.
Well, thanks. You know, you're smarter than you sound. Best put it by the door.
Now maybe he'll give us the projector.
Hey, listen, if I can help you out in any way, you just ask.
Perfect therapy. So that way, you basically just undid the damage of the first day. That's awesome.
About the slide projector.
It ain't for sale.
I don't want to buy it. I just need it for a while. I want to borrow it. I did help you with the coin and got your blind man's cane back.
That's true.
Right. Never gambled. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Take the projector, but bring it back. Today.
Yeah, I'll bring it back today. And undamaged.
Good. Good.
Gambling's fun. It's just a little bit exhilarating. You got that chance of winning something big. You're most likely not going to, so it's a very slippery slope. You got to do it very controlled. I like to think of it as I take money gambling that I might spend doing other stuff throughout the night, you know? Think of it as a night out. You take a small amount of money, you expect to lose that, and you try to make it last as long as you can, and that was your entertainment. Okay, so now we probably need to go back to our house, right? Slight murder accusation, but nothing proved. Wait, what are you talking about, Duke? Okay.
The bathroom will make a good dark room. It's got no windows, and it's tiled.
But we had all the equipment.
Perfect. Now I just need all the equipment. I need 2 bowls, a
Done.
makeshift fixer, and an enlarger. And of course, a red light lamp so I can see.
Wait.
I saw some on the chain of lights in front of the diner.
We're missing 2. We got bowls. We need a fixer and enlarger. So I think we're going to get some lights from the diner. Is that what he said? Let's see, I don't gamble much. I sit at the 25-cent Keno machines. You can make that last a long time. At the casinos near me, as long as you're gambling, you get free drinks. I just sit there and drink beer. $5 can last a while. That's the most important thing if you do like to drink, is just getting the free drinks. I mean, you tip them $1 or something when they bring it by, but still, it's like a fun way to hang out and just have a few drinks. Yeah, we've had the bowls for a long time, Therapy. We're moving to where you live. Wow, I went the wrong way. I was at the right place. Whoops. Here's the diner. No, where are you going? There we go. Wait, we're gonna straight up rip the string lights off of the diner? What are you doing? I know he's a klepto, but this is terrible.
Yes, this'll do for my red light.
Oh, I thought you were gonna use the projector for your red light.
This chain of lights is gonna stay dark to me.
I am Rosangela Blackwell. We need them more than he does. Poor Baiba. You know Baiba's gonna get beat for this, right? With that abusive husband. What did you do to the lights? We send one girl to go get molested by Fuller. This poor owner is probably gonna get wrecked for the lights not working. All we do is think about ourselves. Oops, I need to go to the house. Username, I thought those lights would take you forever. Well, luckily, he straight up gave me the answer. When I tried to go in the bathroom, he told me, I saw lights at the diner.
All right. I've got everything I need to develop the pictures.
Nice.
It's gonna take a bit of time, so let's get going.
Good, I don't have to do all the steps myself.
I've got the pictures. Huh. They've come out quite well, considering the conditions I had to develop them in.
Ah, that looks a lot clearer
All the stuff
than
that I
his
need for
pictures.
developing is in the bathtub. I hope I won't be needing it for a while. I'm just gonna take Eddie's slide projector. I wish I could make some reprints of some of the pictures, but there's no more photo paper left. But I'm gonna keep at least one.
Creeper. Yeah, I'm gonna keep
I'll go
that
and visit
one.
my mother one more time, and then I'll get ready to go out.
Username, you need to spell vinegar correctly, otherwise
And
the
you
bot's
think
gonna keep
that
blocking
the
you.
guy is following me, a student from England. Why?
No idea. I didn't say that he is following you. I only said that he might be. Perhaps it's me he's following.
It's all right, Darren. I didn't mean to upset you. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I don't know.
So sweet. Oh, they're holding hands already?
It's just all too much for me at the moment. My mom's in the hospital, there's this thing with England, and then this guy.
Which thing with England?
Yeah, well, my mom, she gets money from England. A village called Willow Creek. Do you know it?
Yes. I even know roughly where it is.
I think it's a place where my mom worked as a cook.
And she still gets money from there? Her plum pudding must be heavenly.
That's the thing. I mean, that's more than 20 years ago. Who's sending her over $1,000 every month? And for what?
Maybe she won the lottery. She chose the
I found this
year-long
box
payout.
next to the
or
bank
lifelong
transfers.
Huh.
I've never seen it before. And that coat of arms with the 3 lions, that's an English emblem, isn't it?
It is.
What exactly are you doing?
I just thought you maybe wanted to see what's inside.
You know how to open it?
There were thousands of these caskets produced in the 19th century. There's a special kind of lock mechanism that's supposed to keep curious people out.
Like me.
Well, It didn't really work.
What's inside?
Nothing? Looks empty from this angle.
A photo.
I know that house. Is that the butler that we used to know?
A man and a woman in front of a wrought iron gate. Is that your mum? And the man, is that your father? Is there anything written on the back? Blackmere Castle, Willow Creek, England, October 1969. What's wrong?
My mom.
Darren?
Do you think she looks 5 months pregnant?
Oh, wait. What is he trying to say? This is kind of cool. That's from the first game. That's cool. So this is going to have some weird ties into the first game, isn't it? Do you know, Therapy, if this game was made from the actual creators of the original game? Duke, the house was very British. Chapter 2. It's lingering here a very long time. Try not to click anything. You can sleep in the bed. No one else is using it.
Darren Michaels?
Who's this?
My name's Conley. I'm captain of the local police department.
You just let him in your house?
Are you gonna arrest me?
No, we're not. But we need to talk to you. May I come in?
Sure.
Oh, different dev studio, but some of the same people.
So?
You work in Fuller's photo studio, is that right?
Not anymore. Not since yesterday.
Not anymore. Why?
The work atmosphere. I quit.
Not quite.
Quit? Or were you thrown out? Was there an argument?
Why? Has something happened to Fuller? Please say yes.
Well, yes.
Have you arrested him? Or did someone beat him up in a dark alley?
That'd be nice.
Would you be happy about that?
Yes.
Only if it was painful.
He's dead.
Oh.
He was stabbed to death in the early hours of the morning. We're still counting the wounds.
He's here.
Can you tell us anything about that?
No. Nothing you'd find fitting.
Someone must have been pretty angry with old Mr. Fuller. How angry were you with him, Darren?
So angry that I don't feel sorry that he's dead.
8 out of 10.
But I've got nothing to do with it. Look, I saw him for the last time yesterday afternoon when he threw me out.
And you haven't been in the store since then?
No.
Darren, we found your fingerprints.
Alright. Of course, I worked there.
On the safe. Was that part of your job?
Look, what do you want?
Where were you last night?
I was in Biba's diner with a friend.
Correct. Angelina Morgan. You haven't known her very long, have you?
Do you have to be engaged if you want to go out with a woman in this town?
Yes.
Very funny. Only if you did know her better, you might be able to explain why Miss Morgan murdered Mr. Fuller.
What?
She was practically caught red-handed.
Practically?
She was standing over Mr. Fuller's corpse, covered in blood.
What the hell?
The whole thing could have only been clearer if we had a notarized, certified video of the murder.
That's crazy. Perhaps she found Fuller dead and wanted to help him.
That's what she claims, too. And what was she doing in Fuller's store in the middle of the night?
What do I know? Ask her.
Okay, that part's weird.
We have.
What?
She says she was told to go there by a man on the phone.
By the guy following her.
Correct. By a stranger. That's why I'm here. Miss Morgan says that you told her about her pursuer.
That's true.
Yeah, absolutely. And the hotel owner saw him too.
I've already been to see him. He confirmed that someone was asking after Miss Morgan, but he couldn't give us a proper description.
Oh, I wish we got a
Did you
picture.
get a proper look at the man?
I did, His eyes are close together, and...
Not here. Come down to the station. We can do a photo fit there.
What about Angelina?
Yeah. Well, let's see what the guy you saw has to say about all this.
Give me a break. If he was the one who called, he's not gonna admit it.
If there was a call in the first place. Please, come as soon as possible. We need that photo fit.
What's a photo fit? Is that just a picture of us, like a mugshot? Okay, I have control. Perfect. Okay, let's save it. Holy crap, guys. Hey, it did an automatic save. I guess it does that. His eyes are close together. Of course, I only saw him from the back. How could you tell? Was there a mirror on the other side? Ooh, now the game is starting to feel more like a Black Mirror sequel. Now we're starting to get into the weird stuff. Once there's a death, then you're actually playing Black Mirror. Alright, guys, we gotta wrap this up.